That's my news report. You wasn't ready for that, huh?
That's nice, though.
Yeah. Okay. Stop. Okay. Now I forgot the song I was supposed to sing. Go underground, young man. People make the world go round. That's my song. People make the world go round.
For sure. They do.
People make the world go round. Go underground, young man. People make the world go round.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah, God. Mm-hmm. You gotta take them to church just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tinge. You gotta enter them in the room and then pull them out. Yeah, she gotta take them to church just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tinge. Just a little bit. That's my song by
Who's in that?
That's by 50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one thing about me.
Man,
I'm a
I was
karaoke
just listening
machine.
to him. You ever listen to his book he wrote? Get Rich or Die Trying? Man. Dude,
it's a good book.
Yeah.
Good book.
Another one of my friends put me on that, man.
I was thinking, I was like, yeah, I did, but no, that was Gucci's. That was Gucci.
I didn't even know Gucci had a book.
Gucci got a book. Gucci got a book. Gucci got a book. Gucci book good. Yeah, read that.
Teach you everything you want to know.
That's a good book. Gucci Mane, hear it. Everything's done. All right, but let me go ahead and get started with the show. All right,
sure.
Today's, you guys, we got to get started with our sponsors. Because without our sponsors, we wouldn't be here. Amen. Amen. So today's show is titled, Do You Want to Buy a House? And we have a realtor on hand. Oh, shit. We got a realtor on hand. Here. So if you have any questions in the comment section, please, this is one of the shows I'm actually going to read them. So please if you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please put them in. You know, at church when they be like, you
gotta hold it.
The comment section.
In the comment section.
Amen. So if you have any questions about buying or purchasing a house, please put them.
We're gonna be going over a lot, man. So y'all, hope
y'all
ready.
Get your napkin.
Hey, pen and pad.
Please.
We about to go over a lot. We about to go over a lot, man.
I'm ready to learn today.
Sure. We about to make this real simple.
Because a house is not a home. Nowhere in bloom. Yes. All right, but let's go ahead and get started with our sponsors today. Our first sponsor today is Embrace Pangea. Embrace Pangea, they got everything from oral care. So if you want to take care of your teeth, all natural, feminine care, feminine care. I don't know how to say feminine.
All of that.
Feminine care, body care. They have like a little thing that helps cleanse your colon and stuff. And that's one thing I use. I think this is it. Yeah, Sobiotic. It helps cleanse and helps the lining of your digestive tract, which helps you lose weight. So if you're looking to lose weight, they got things that help your digestive system. And that is the key to losing weight, is your digestive tract. So they got things to help you with that. And if you want to get there, go to the link in my bio on Instagram. Oh shit, hidden stuff. It's at the very... follow the link. And it is at the very bottom. And it will take you to her website. And when you purchase the house, I get paid. So, different things on here. They even got you're not trying to get that coronavirus little shot. They got a Rona kit to help you with your immune system. All natural. So if you want to do stuff like that, I take them every day. They got CMOS, they got hair care products, they got all the stuff. If you want to get your little spirituality on, go ahead. They got you a little stuff to get you. She got little numbers and stuff and all that. If you into those things, she got it for you.
If you are
at embracepangea.com. And our next sponsor is Walk by Faith Candles. Walk by Faith Candles is a soy based wood wick candle. She does things from putting your face on them, realtor. If you want to put your face on them and want to give these as little goodies, like you buy a home, here's my
Get a
candle. And she does different things like that. Or if you want to put different pictures and stuff inside the candles, she does special orders, and they smell so good. Did you smell one?
Yeah, they smell real good.
Yeah, okay. And she has different things like fragrances, oil. This is the oil that I made. So this is a room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made
you
that
need to get that one.
Yeah. That's a Mark line.
Oh.
Mark made that himself.
Oh,
but yeah, that's a special made.
Go put a little star next to that
Special
one.
made. Yeah, that one smells good. But if you go to walkbyfaithcandles.com, WALK, walk by faith, not by sight, candles.com. And also she has an event coming up. Let's see if she sent it to me. Okay, October the 14th in the Austin area. There is a candle and wine. So if you want to learn how to make candles and wine on October the 14th, mark your calendars, October the 14th, it is our candle bar. And you're also in the middle of making your candles. They also have another Creator Noir is also, you're going to be doing sugar scrubs. So you're going to learn how to make a sugar scrub and candles and wine. Well, like, what's better than that? So you can get fucked up and smell good. And your skin going to be nice. All in the same place. Please visit www.walkbyfaithcandles.com to register for the class. October the 14th, y'all. Mark your candles, Austin area. And she also has one in Houston as well. So if you're in the Houston area, please visit Walk by Faith Candles. Not by sight, but by faith. And you can sign up for her candle classes. Tickets are available now at Walk by Faith Candles. If you go to her Instagram, Walk by Faith CO, you can find the link in her bio. All right. Let's go ahead and get our news report. Today, and you walked in the wrong house news. Today,
chose the wrong one in.
A Georgia homeowner is made a gruesome discovery when he returns home and finds the remains of 21-year-old intruder who attempted to break into his home. The homeowner, who was asked not to be identified, found the body of 21-year-old Alex Beham Abura. If I'm saying that wrong, then I'm saying it wrong. On his front porch on the morning of September 24th. The man Alex was reported mauled to death by the homeowner's 2 pit bulls while trying to break into the home. Authorities said that Alex successfully breached the 2-bedroom house in the rural area in Newman the night before and was surprised, got your ass, by 2 pit bulls inside the home. The sheriff's department identified the death as a murder, but the medical examiner determined that the man died from the injuries sustained during the vicious dog attack. The county department of corrections seized both dogs. Their fate has not immediately cleared. The homeowner will not face charges related to his death. What do you think?
That's a hell of a way to die there. Breaking into somebody's house and they pit bulls take you up. Chose the wrong house, man. Hey, that's all that is. Hey, you got to do your research. Man.
That's why I'm about to get me. See, my house, when I get one, Well, when?
It's
Amen.
coming.
Put
It's coming.
Put it out into existence.
And after this, everybody about to get one.
Everybody
We about to break it down.
Let me get my pen ready.
We about to break it down, man. We about to break it down.
But I want a German Shepherd, Rottweiler.
Like different dogs?
All of these. I'm about to list all of them. A Doberman, like the big black ones.
Yeah. With the ears pointed up.
The pointed ones, not the ones down. I want the alert. Mm-hmm. So a Doberman, it's called Italian Mush Chef.
That's that big hairy one.
No, they're not hairy.
They're not hairy.
I want that one. I want a Cane Cusco.
Corso. I'm about to get one of those.
Yeah, them hoes big.
They big. They expensive too, but
I want that. The Doberman. Did I say a German Shepherd?
You did. That was your first dog.
Yeah.
I don't like German Shepherds.
Why?
They run me too much of the police.
I want one. I want a black one though.
But you gotta realize, back in Louisiana, man, German Shepherds.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
I know.
Gotta go.
I know.
That means somebody in trouble.
Yeah, but I want a German Shepherd though. I want a German Shepherd and a Dalmatian. That's the life though.
I ain't seen a Dalmatian in a long time.
They're rare now.
I ain't even seen one in real, like movies or anything.
I've seen one in real life.
I've seen
one, but the reason why they're more so in Europe because they're so expensive. They're like 11 grand.
Yeah, nah.
I would spend it. Yes, I want a Dalmatian. And how many dogs is that? That's like 7. And then my last dog is a golden retriever.
Okay, keep it a family dog.
Yeah, one, but all
of them. Like I grew up with pit bulls, and honestly, I didn't know pit bulls were mean. Like every pit bull I met.
Did.
Like, it's all about how you train a dog, though. One of the meanest dogs I ever met was a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I want mine to be guard dogs, but I don't want them to be I want them to be family guard dogs. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If somebody else coming, I want them to do what them 2 dogs did.
Do your job. That's all I ask. If I'm going to feed you every day, do your job.
Tear that nigga up!
Hey, don't come in here. Don't come in here.
And I'm going to get a lawyer for my dog, too.
Oh, wow. You ain't put him down. I know that.
Bitch, put him what down?
He did his job.
Bitch.
Why he in my house?
He shouldn't have been up in here. But I mean, the other thing, but this is in Georgia. In Texas, I don't think the dogs wouldn't have even got seized.
I don't even think they should have been in Georgia.
Because it's stand your ground.
What they did wrong? That's like people who climb in tiger cages and the tiger eat them up. What did that tiger do wrong?
Nothing. The tiger was being a tiger.
The tiger being a tiger. What you thought it was going to do?
Be a mouse?
What you thought it was going to do?
What you thought the tiger was going to do? The tiger was going to be a motherfucker.
He ain't supposed to be in his cage. So what you think?
But my thing was the house owners left them out to protect the house, and they did their job. Free the dogs.
Free the dogs. If the dogs is in trouble, man, look.
I want to know what the fuck the people look like after he.
I mean, what?
Mauled by a dog.
That mean.
He ate that motherfucker up.
Yeah, I was hungry. You know he feed them raw chicken. That's exactly what they thought it was.
Them, they had blood. I got murder on my
on both of their mind. It was 2 of them. Monkey see, monkey do. Let's get it. It's eat time.
Stay your black. But I mean, we're having a problem with that around here. People are breaking and entering in people's houses because you may walk into my house, but you will get wheeled out.
Dang.
Amen. White blanket. You
zip them up.
Boy, as soon as
zip them up,
my house gonna be all black. And then,
man,
the day crazy. Somebody robbed my house.
I cannot believe they got in trouble for that.
Right,
I train my dog to do that. Seriously.
Hell yeah.
My dog.
If
my dog, if you come in there without me, I guarantee you will get bit. If you come in there with me, you might get bit. So it just depends. Hey, look, that's friendly, and she cool after that.
They cool. Let them sniff you.
They good. Just let them sniff. You good. After that, but don't come here when I ain't here now. Don't do that.
I don't think the dogs did anything wrong. Free the dogs. The dogs need to get free.
For sure.
He shouldn't have had his big black ass up in their house robbing people. How about you go to work?
Do something like that. you know, they everywhere hiring now.
They are.
McDonald's just raised their prices more.
If you're gonna rob somebody, rob a store or something. They got insurance like that. They can replace their stuff.
Right.
These people worked hard for their stuff.
For sure.
So if they worked hard for their shit, best believe you not about to walk up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why he shouldn't be in heaven surprised. Or hell.
Where he at? Hey, that ain't our decision.
Or wherever
he at.
Wherever he may be.
He wish
in
he
the
wouldn't have
next
told
life,
that one.
I bet he shouldn't be so. I mean, when you go in, I really want to know the decision making of people going in to rob somebody else. Like, you shouldn't be surprised. Like,
what you thought was gonna happen?
That's your. Like, if I'm going to rob somebody's house, especially in Texas, I'm like, if I walk in here, I could die.
You gotta expect the worst.
I could die.
You gotta expect
and
the worst.
You're going into these people's houses not even knowing what the fuck they got. So you may die for nothing.
For nothing. They might not have nothing in there.
Not have shit.
You doing this for $5, $10.
$5?
Wow. That's all your life worth.
Wow. Mine ain't. I works for mine, so they need to work for theirs.
Come on, man. It go both ways.
Rest in peace.
I seen one video. It was like, man, a dude was in his own house. Mm-hmm. Police went in there and shot him in his own house. Man, I immediately went and got some pictures. Man, I had no pictures up on my wall. Now, what the hell was me?
Oh, yeah, because they said he didn't have no... Hell yeah.
Yeah, he had no pictures up.
He didn't have no pictures up.
I gotta have pictures.
We don't... I have
don't
one
take pictures
picture.
like that.
Right, yeah, I was like, I was about to say, do we even have pictures in our house? But we have none of me. I have one of me, but I don't really have... But I'm have all types of pictures up in my shit. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I heard about that. But they family sued the police department and they won.
Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. That's good.
It's not... But I hate that, money... people think, $1 or $2 million is going to, replace these people that they.
No, man, you took a life. Mm-hmm. You took a life.
Because I will be waiting on your ass on the other side.
You took a life, man. You can't get that back.
I will be waiting on
people not going to know that, though, until you got to lose somebody. You got to lose somebody in order to experience what that feel like.
I don't want to experience,
man,
nobody. I don't, so that's why people be like, oh, I can't imagine, so I don't. I don't even like when people be like, oh, I can't imagine what you're going through.
Don't do it.
Don't imagine.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You gotta watch what you say.
Right. You
gotta watch what you say. But let's go ahead and get started with...
Let's get it. Got your notepad, pen ready.
Okay, Dom, can you just go ahead and explain? Okay, this is one thing I do need explanation on. What? All right, I'm ignorant and I'm ghetto, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just say that's me.
I mean, that's not just you though.
But not even ignorant and ghetto. Right. But let's just say I'm cheap. What I need a realtor for? Like, I can go, go find me a house and like, why? What is the job?
Why a realtor?
What is your job?
Okay, for sure. So first off, if you buying a house, you don't pay me a dime. Like, you don't hire me. My job is to make sure that when you're getting this house, everything goes according to plan. They're following state law, federal law, whatever kind of law it may be. No cutting corners, nothing like that.
So you're basically the lawyer for the house.
I'm the lawyer for the house. That's basically what I am.
Okay.
And but like for instance, if you was buying a house, you don't pay me a dime.
Okay.
You don't pay me at all. So why wouldn't you get a realtor? Why not make sure everything is going good?
You working for free?
Kinda. No.
Not. I mean like.
I would say this. So a lot of the
all right. So for a cheap person's mindset, you not. The first thing I hear is, "Oh, I ain't gotta pay." Good,
For sure, because you don't. I mean,
technically,
the builder pays me, or whoever's selling the home pays me. That's how realtors get paid. So, for instance, if you go and get a house, a lot of first-time home buyers I always recommend, hey, get a new house, a new build house, build your own house. You're like, well, Don, why would I do that? That's crazy. It's not. It's actually one cheaper. One reason why it is because what's valuable to somebody else may not be valuable to you. For instance, so somebody else already built that house. They may have wanted, for instance, a media room. or
you don't want that.
a sunroom or something like that, and that may not mean nothing to you. So they put whatever value that is, like for whatever it may be, they determine that value. And so it's cheaper to, not only one, it's cheaper to build your own house, two, it's safer. Reason why is because each new house is going to come with a warranty on it. You know, so a lot of builders doing 1-2-10s. What basically means is 1 year everything in the house, 2 year electrical, and then 10 year on the structure itself. So, or foundation itself. So, you know, that's concrete and everything like that. Make sure nothing cracks. You may go out and get another resale home, and that house is, for instance, 12, 15 years old. Okay.
That means that the codes didn't change.
Not only did the codes change, but let's just say the warranties expired.
Oh.
So you buy that house, and that house is 12 years old. It could be the next day you buy it. The plumbing goes out. Now all of a sudden your backyard is flooded. Well, guess what? They not fixing that for free. That's your house now.
Right. So
now, not only did you just pay for a house with the down payment, if you put a down payment, you don't have to do that either. We'll get into that later. But not only
tell me something good.
Not only did you just put that money down, now you got to spend another $10,000-$12,000 to get it fixed.
To get your plumbing fixed.
Come on now.
Let me move my mic over here because I'm definitely writing. Okay.
For sure.
So, build your own house. New houses got warranty.
All new homes are gonna come with warranty.
How long?
1-2-10. So 1 year everything inside the house. 2 year electrical, and then.
So run that back. So let's say you buy a house fully furnished. Can you do that anymore or no?
You can. Is it likely? No. No.
But all right, let's run it back. So let's say your stove break.
Your stove break. What kind of house is this?
A new house.
It's under warranty.
So the stove get fixed for free.
For free. Reason why? They're not gonna give you a house with no stove. They're not gonna give you a house, or I mean, you're gonna have fixtures, but it's not. A house is gonna come with basically a couple things. 1 is gonna come with a roof. 2 is gonna come with floors. 3 is gonna come with walls, and 4 is gonna come with a stove. Now, some of them may include a refrigerator. One of my clients, we negotiated, and I got her washer and dryer included. So it just it just depends. You know, different builders do different things.
We're gonna get down on the line when Mark.
For sure.
When it's time.
For sure.
Different.
Always remember that. Different builders do different things. So.
Okay.
Different builders do different.
So, like, let's say this. I had a friend run into this problem.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep in. So she was building her own house, but she wanted like certain sinks, or you wanted the little spa shower.
For sure.
Do builders not allow other people to come in and like replace, like let's say, for me, I know this dude on Instagram. He does marble like floors and the kitchen and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I want that in my house. Like
sure.
I want my shit to be marble. I want it to be nice. Do they not allow that to happen, or how does that work?
Okay. So it depends. If you're doing a custom home or you're fully customizing that home, like it's an actual custom builder, yeah, you're gonna select every single thing.
Oh, okay.
I would probably say 90% of the houses that are going to get closed on, you're not doing that. So, like for instance, major builder out there is Pulte, D.R. Horton, whatever, whoever you decide to go with, right? They're going to have their own design center.
So right? You pick.
So, like for instance, your house when you first get it is just a flat piece of land. You're like, okay, this is where my house is going to go, but of course nothing's up yet, right? So about 2 weeks after you say, hey, I want to get this plot of land, they're going to send you to the design center. So that's where you're going to pick. You're going to pick floors, paint color, what elevation.
Oh, they'll paint your house a certain color.
If you tell them you want the inside of your house painted bright pink, they will paint that whole entire house bright pink.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
You when I say so, like when you're building your home, you're customizing it the way you want it to be.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
your first home, even though you're customizing it, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be your dream home.
Okay.
So you gotta be careful with it, because a lot of people go in here, let's just say the base house is $250. They send you to the design center. You give me a call, say, "Hey, Don, why is my house $350,000?" Well, you spent $100,000 in the design center.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, because it's like a kid.
Some people
it's like
get
a kid in
carried
the kid.
away.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because you customizing every single thing, from the front door to the doorbell to what the house looks like on the outside. Elevations that's what catches people out the most. So I always tell people, look, if you're gonna get new flooring or do anything like that, why include that in your mortgage if you're gonna rip it up anyway?
Why not just get it done separate?
Exactly. Because one, it's cheaper that way, and then two, you saving money in the long run. For instance, front doors. For instance, a lot of people like custom front doors. Cool, not a problem. Get that standard door first. Take it off, and then put a custom door on there. Why? Right? That's everybody's question. Why would I do that? Why? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's just say this design or this builder charges $4,000 to get this door, right?
And that door only like
that door is
$500-$600.
That door only maybe $1,000. Mm-hmm. But not only is it $4,000, remember, you financing this home over 30 years, 15 years, or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. So not only is you gonna spread that out into your mortgage, but each loan is gonna have an interest rate on top of that.
So that $4,000 is now $5,500.
So check it out. So when you paying $4,000 for that door, okay, but they're gonna make it sound good. Oh, it's only gonna be an extra $32 a month on your mortgage. Oh, $32, that's nothing, right? Okay, but boom, break it down. Look at the whole number. So not only is it $4,000 broken down, let's just say $30 a month. Okay, cool, you're gonna pay for that. That $30 a month is gonna get spread out over 30 years. So now you paying for a door that, let's just say it's $4,000, right? Let's pull up the calculator. Let's do the math.
Well,
let's do the math. So let's just say that door is $40 a month. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's 12 months in a year. Mm-hmm. You're at $480. Mm-hmm. Now you're doing that over 30 years. Mm. So that $4,000 door, that $4,000 door right now is costing you $14,400. Guess who that money goes to? That's the builder's money. So they profiting off of you right now. Why do that? And it's just smarter to do it separately. And keep in mind, in that $14,000, we didn't even include interest. We didn't even include your interest rate 2.6.
So
your interest rate 2.6.
$15K.
Now all of a sudden your door is a $30,000 door. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. So yeah, they gonna dress it up real nice. You get that's where realtor comes into play. We deal with this every day, right? So we know what's real, what's not. For instance, flooring. Flooring maybe is gonna cost you $2,400, right? Okay, so you get in the design center, you do all this. Now keep in mind, a lot of people want to do their floors up front, but you have a 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, whatever the square footage may be in your house. Mm-hmm. Now you paying all this extra amount for nothing. So it's just simple stuff like that. Lighting. You don't even realize how important lighting is until you need it, or until you without it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just different stuff like that we see every day. So we deal with it every day, and so we just put people on game that way, So
basically, what you're saying is, if you're buying your first house, don't try to ball out.
For what?
So basically, just do little small shit here and there.
Yeah, for sure.
So get everything standard.
That's what. For instance, so what did we upgrade? So I upgraded my elevation, which is the outside of my house, right? Because I do stuff that I can't do. If I can't do it myself, or I don't know somebody who does it, I'm not gonna do it. Elevation is gonna cost more to rip it down than to rebuild it. Then you might as well just get that in your mortgage. Flooring, might as well.
So like getting your house put on a hill.
So no, what elevation means is basically the look of your house. Okay. So that's all that means. It's just different terminology. So basically, what does your house look like? So, for instance, my house has stone, brick. You got all this on it, right? So it just depends on what. Different buildings gonna have different types of looks, right? So I always tell people you might want to go out with the elevation, because that's the first thing you're gonna see when you pull up to a house. Okay. You have no idea what the inside look like until you know what the outside look like, right? So right. That's important when it comes to resale, when you're renting it out, anything like that, because at the end of the day, a house is an investment, So it's always good to protect your investment. People not gonna buy an ugly house. It's just simple.
Yeah, I would want the, like, it can look like shit outside, but if it's decked out inside, don't nobody want to look at inside because the outside night.
They ain't even gonna get to that part. They not even gonna get to the inside because they looking at what the outside look like. Don't judge a book by its cover until it's a house.
Right.
Because that's the first thing you're gonna look at.
Yeah, so. I do. When I look at people's house, the house, I be like, damn, this hoe nice. And then some people's houses, when I be like, damn, this hoe nice. As soon as I get in, it's like, ooh, this did not meet expectations.
Right.
Or it
vice
exceeded
versa.
expectations.
Right.
So yeah, I can definitely see
for sure.
see that
for sure. That. Lighting, I would say, is another thing, man. Like, it's so many types of things, man, that like just realtors as we do. Like, for instance, things you just won't think of. One example I can give you, the AC unit outside of your house. A lot of builders or a lot of homes or whatever the case may be, whichever way you decide to go, they're going to put that AC unit on bricks, right? Underneath those bricks, it has holes in it. Okay, boom, think about it. AC is going to get wet. We live in Texas. It's hot. So not only is it shade under there, but it's also water. What that's going to attract?
Mosquitoes.
Now, mosquitoes, snakes, rats, anything you could think of. So what I do for a lot of my clients, hey, knock those bricks out. We don't want that. Put a flat sheet of slab down there. Take the grass out. Put slab down there. Throw the AC unit on top of there. Not only is it one, protecting your house and your foundation, but two, if you got kids or anything like that, you're not having to deal with them going out in their own backyard and getting bit by the rattlesnake that's hiding underneath the AC unit. You know, so it's little stuff. Water tank for your water heater. How many gallons does it really take in order to fill this whole house up? Because if it's more of an investment to go ahead and spend that extra $200 up front, but then your water bill is $60 lower a month or whatever it may be, then of course it's worth it. So we just got to look at different stuff and determine what's going to add more value to this home and what's not.
Because like our house, we only have one AC unit. We're supposed to have two because we're a 2-story.
Exactly. So now that one AC unit is working double as hard. Which, in the case, because that AC unit is working double as hard, what goes up? Your electricity bill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just different stuff. Like, we all about saving money this way, man. So, we not cheap by any means, but if we going to save a buck, we going to save a buck. So.
Okay. So, what's my next question? Can you explain escrow? Because a lot of people, they don't know what that is going into buying a house.
For sure.
So, can you explain?
Man, escrow account. An escrow account. So what it is basically when you go shopping for a loan and you decide, hey, I want to go with this lender, right? To purchase a home. Okay, this lender's gonna say, well, we're gonna basically charge you X amount on your monthly to put in an escrow account for your whole house for the year. So an escrow account, depending on how you set it up, it can take care of a couple of different things. One, property taxes on your home. Right now, we're seeing an increase in foreclosed homes. The reason why is because the market is so hot right now, it's like you're going to get bid on both ends, right? So market is hot, so prices are going to increase. But when the price increase, what people don't know is your property tax is increasing as well. So you see all this equity. You see all this equity in the home. Like for instance, on my home, I'll get personal with it. I don't care. My base price was $260 when I first got it. Now my base price is all the way up to $390. Okay. Well, when they quoted me on taxes at this $260 home, it's not the case anymore. So if I didn't know about escrowing and property tax and things like that, they would have sent me a bill at the end of the year saying, "Hey, Williamson County would send me a bill at the end of the year saying, "Hey, you owe us $12,000."
Oh wow! For
your taxes. If you don't pay it, hey, put your house on the market. That's why you see so many people sell their home right now. Yeah, it's a seller's market as well. So, I mean, it just depends on, everybody has their own.
So, is there a way to fight that?
Yes, that's why. Okay. That's where the escrow account comes into effect.
Okay.
A lot of people who get foreclosed on these homes do not have an escrow account. They chose to decline it. So they're saving monthly. They're saving all this. It's not even a lot, like $20 a month, monthly, but paying a lot more later, or whatever the case may be. Just the number's gonna change, of course. So, an escrow account is basically there to protect you. It's your money, so you're putting it up you just don't realize it because they just gonna include it in your mortgage. So if your mortgage is $1,800, your actual mortgage may only be $1,500.
So it's basically like an insurance.
It's your savings account. It's your savings accounts for the lender. It's to protect not only you, but the lender and the builder. Reason why is because the lender is not going to get paid. If you foreclose on your home and you can't pay these bills, then the lender don't get paid. So now, not only did you waste your time, you waste the lender time and you waste the buyer time. So they're just there for their protection. Probably 99% of lenders are going to require you to have an escrow account. So that's just one of the givens, it's there to protect you. It really is. So
okay, this is a lot of information.
It is. We getting into it. We're gonna get into it.
A lot of information. Okay,
get into it.
So what? Okay, let's say I'm looking to buy a house.
For sure.
I have a family. How do you do research on your realtor? Like, what is a good way to research? Like, who's a good realtor? Because I'm a research person. So, like, if I'm going to a dentist, I like to look at, I know how to find stuff, but, like, how do you find a good realtor? Or do you, and also I'm one of those people that I don't like to cause problems. So sometimes I will put up with people to not cause a problem. Like, what if you're not satisfied with your realtor? And what is like a professional way to be like, you know what? I don't, how do you go about, like, did you ever have a problem with your realtor, or were you your realtor?
I was my own realtor on my house, but so I never had a problem. But
okay. That's another reason why I want to be a realtor, because then you get paid.
Yeah, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
So for instance, my down payment I put on my house, I got that right back. It wasn't no down payment. So I mean, it's just different ways to do it. It wasn't no down payment.
That's why I want to be a realtor, because when I buy my own house, I want to get paid.
For sure. And it's different ways to do it. I know realtors who use other realtors and they flip flop it. So it's just it's all about networking at the end of the day. But yeah. So if you wanted to buy a house, your first step, or if you had a problem with your realtor, unless you sign a document that's saying, "Hey, you are my realtor," a lot of realtors like you to sign. Me personally, I don't. I don't like to make people feel like they're forced to work with me. Because that's just gonna strain our relationship.
I've noticed that about buying, like, realtors, like, they be like, "Oh, you're my," like,
sign here.
Yeah.
Sign here.
So it's like,
and what that's saying is basically, unless they agree to back out of that deal, that's just saying that, hey, for 6 months, if you buy a house within this time frame, I have to be your realtor. Me personally, I don't like to do that. I just don't. I let my work speak for myself, So if you feel like
fuck your shit,
nah, it's just not on no cocky, just not on no cocky stuff. Just
but no,
real.
you gotta pat yourself on the back sometimes.
Right, for sure. So if you feel like we're not working together good and it's just not going to be the case, we just can't find a home. If you feel like another realtor could do better than me, by all means, go get it. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I love. One thing I love about being a realtor is that I'm helping people, It don't feel like a job to me. It feels like I'm just helping people. So if for some odd reason you feel like I'm just not helping you to my best abilities,
then find somebody else.
Go find somebody else. Because at the end of the day, if I keep you tied into this partnership, basically what it is, then what good is that doing? I'm selling my soul for $1. And that's not me. I don't do that, So if you want to go. I'm not gonna keep you here, So
okay.
Not one of my clients signed a statement saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be there." That's just not how it works.
Okay, so you don't. Some people require to sign. So all right, let's say you're in, like, Guian, for instance. That's one of the major kind of builders, people, right? That. So is it good to? I know, but I'm just saying for other people. So, like, let's say Guian or one of these people, a lot of them provide realtors. Or they don't. Who are the people that are inside the...
Those are builders. They are sales consultants. Their job is
So they're not realtors?
They're not realtors.
Okay.
You cannot have a real estate license.
That's a good question.
Yeah, for sure. You cannot have a real estate license and work inside of a builder. For instance, D.R. Horton, Ging.
Because I thought they were realtors.
They're not.
Okay.
Their only focus is to sell the house or the houses that are in their property. They can only sell, like for instance, me, I sell anything. D.R. Horton, Pulte, Ashton Wood. I go anywhere, and I could go anywhere in the state of Texas. Those people who you see who are inside the sales office, when you go in there, they can only manage that community.
Because a lot of people only go through them. Like they be like,
some people just say, "Hey, I don't want a realtor. I just want to do that and have and just work with the builder." It's pros and cons to that. Pros is they're gonna, of course, try to get you.
They're gonna upcharge on you.
They're gonna tax you, but they're gonna make it sound nice though. Like, oh, well, if you just don't use a realtor and do this, we're gonna give you $5,000 towards the design center. But what they don't tell you is, hey, they already put a $5,000 increase on the land itself. So now,
oh wow, so you already paying for it.
You already paying. You don't know that though. You don't know that.
Okay.
It honestly, if this is gonna be your first time buying a house, get a realtor. Whether it's me, whoever you know, whoever you feel comfortable with, get a realtor.
Okay.
Get a realtor.
Get a realtor. Because, like, I'm not going to lie, I thought that those people were realtors that were hired by Ginn or...
Those are sales agents. And a lot of them in there, though, are ex-realtors. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
They are ex-realtors. But they're not currently realtors, though.
Oh, so they can't... Why can't you do both? Why can't
conflict of interest.
Okay.
If I was a realtor and I also work for a builder, all my clients I get, of course, I'm gonna send them to that builder because I'm getting paid twice at that point.
Oh, so you're like, you can go here to Ginn because, like, I'm working for Ginn.
Not only that, I'm gonna get you the better. You ain't gonna
I can get you a hookup over here.
It's the same exact deal, yeah. But they do get paid. I think they get paid like 2% off the house or something like that. So
okay.
Or 1% is something. But they sell a lot more though because they may have 60 properties, and they're selling 5 a week. So they make pretty. I mean, it's still that's a good gig to have.
Which one do you think is better in your opinion?
Depends on who you are. Me personally, realtor is probably better option for me.
Okay.
But you got some realtors out there who they just don't have the hustle, they don't have the grind, so they like for people to come to them. If that's the case, go work.
Oh, that's the difference. Okay.
Basically all my clients are referrals, so I don't sit in the office and say, hey, I'm gonna wait for somebody to come in and talk to me. Nah, I gotta go get it on my own. So I gotta go get it. That's the hustling.
Go get it. Okay, so my next question is. Let's say, what is good practices to do before, like, I have a vision. I want to buy a house, right?
Right.
I'm in that moment. I have saved up some money. What are things that people should do? What are like 5 practices people should do before buying a house or looking to buy one? Like, what is 5 things that you think are like top things to do?
First thing you got to know is where do you want to live, right? And it may sound like a basic question, but it really is deeper than that, right? You may find your dream home, but what area is it? How is it convenient to you? Is this an established neighborhood? Is it a growing neighborhood? You got to look at different things like that. Just the location is going to be so important because you can't just pick this house up and move it, right? So this is where you're going to be for a long time. So you got to figure out where you want to live. You got to figure out what is your budget. And these are all things you're going to talk to a lender. I know a lot about it because I like to play both sides, but you got to be careful with things because if you go in a neighborhood and you start looking at $500,000 homes, And then when it's time to get pre-approved, you only get approved for $300,000. You can be like, well, my expectations are here, you know, and I can only get this. This is not gonna work. So don't spoil yourself, you know. You gotta really
champagne tastes beer.
come on now. You gotta know what you're looking for, and like.
So basically, keep it real with yourself.
Keep it real with yourself. Like don't don't go wanting $1 million home when you can only afford and really be stable at a $350,000 home, because you can still get a really good home at $350,000 or whatever the number may be. Please don't take these numbers seriously. I'm just throwing numbers out there. You just gotta be okay with it. Not even okay. You gotta figure out what do you want to do, like, because I could put you in that $1 million home, no problem. But you know, you can't. Somebody call you, be like, hey, let's go out to eat. I don't want you to say no. I can't. I got to pay for my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I want you to still be able to live
below your means.
You got to live life still. You know, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to live for this house. I want you to live in this house. You know, so it's just
hallelujah. The Spirit had touched me on that one.
I don't want you to live for this house, right? So you
don't live for the house.
Live in this house.
Live in the house.
Right. So
okay.
You just gotta play with these numbers, and you gotta really figure out, hey, what's gonna benefit me? What's gonna put me in the best position to succeed, and still be able to live my life the way I want to live. So, all that's gonna come through the lender process, though. Figuring out, hey, how much you can get a pre-approved for? What are your interest rates? Things like that. So, a lot of times, I always tell people, I have a couple lenders I work with. First thing first, before we even start looking at homes, go get pre-approved. That way we know what we need to be looking for.
So we know our
budget.
Okay.
And everything like that.
So no, go ahead, finish.
I'll probably say 70% of the people who don't get a home don't get pre-approved. So that's the first step. Like, let's get you pre-approved. Let's see what we working with.
Does pre-approve hurt your credit, or does it?
They take a look at it. Yeah, it's a chat. But they also help you in a way too. I've had a lot of people who didn't even know stuff was on their credit, because that lender's going to pull a full report. So it's a lot of people who didn't even know stuff was on their credit, whether it's student loans or any type of bill. For instance, I had something on my credit when I got my house. It was an AT&T bill. I haven't had AT&T in years. It was a $30 bill on my credit, though. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So I just, appreciate it, because I had no idea. They didn't call me. They didn't do anything. I had no idea. So it's just on my credit. Hurt my credit for no reason.
So I have a question. What is that? Can you still buy a house if your credit bad? Or do you think that your credit needs to get better? Let's say your money right, but your credit bad. If
you got the money, we can fix your credit. That's no problem. We can fix your credit.
Let's say your money bad and your credit bad, but you want to buy a house. Like, you really...
I could get your credit up, no problem. I can't make you make money.
No, I mean, like, let's say you're working to get, like... Your money is... It's not... You're not balling, but, you making a decent... You can afford one of these, if you're in a townhome or something like that, and you're paying $1,500-$1,600 a month, you can afford to get a, I
looked at it, actually. It's crazy you brought that up. Average rent right now for a 3-bedroom is $1,700-$1,800.
That's a mortgage.
My mortgage is $300 less than that.
So what I'm saying, especially in Austin, and that in a lot of these apartments and stuff, your electric and stuff is not included. So these people are paying $2,200-$2,300 a month. So they can afford to be in a house.
It's just as simple. If you can pay rent, you can pay mortgage.
Okay. So I'm honestly overqualified, but my credit isn't right. What should I do? Or
let's so
break it down.
And it's gonna go for anybody.
Let's just say my credit score is 450.
Okay. I've had people who started off less than that.
Wow.
So I mean, it's just so different. Just how different builders do different things, different lenders are gonna do different things. So I work with a couple different lenders, and we gonna get it done by any means. So, for instance, a lender is technically. Yeah. A lender is not supposed to pre-approve you until you're, 680 credit score, got the down payment resources and all that great stuff, right? They're not supposed to approve. We work, okay? So, I'm not gonna say which lender, but I know a certain lender who basically, if you, let's just say you have a 500 credit score, everything money good, everything right there, everything's good, everything's checking out right. You just have to work on your credit. What we can do is we're gonna go ahead and pre-approve you for X amount, right? We're gonna go ahead and get you in a house, right, or start getting it built. Now, a house typically takes 7 to 8 months to get built, right? We're gonna put you on a credit plan, so by 8 months you should be here. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-approve you, and we're gonna put you on this plan. And while they're building your house, we're also gonna be building your credit. So when it's time to close,
oh, you'll be ready.
You already ready. So as soon as you're ready, as soon as your credit go, and we could push the dates back or whatever. But as soon as your credit is ready and you're ready to close on that home, your house is finished built. So not only have you cut 7 months out of the time frame, we built your credit in the same time, and you're ready. You basically ready to close on your house. A lot of people who have the money but don't have the credit don't have the motivation. What better motivation than seeing your house get built? Because I'm gonna send you updates. I'm going out to your house every week, so I'm gonna keep saying, "Hey, look, boom, boom, boom. They putting the walls up. Oh, okay, you just got your roof up. The countertops in. All this. Hey, are you still good on your credit? Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, keep in mind though, some people that's not enough for them, so they'll go a week before closing, whatever, gonna buy a brand new car. Now we can't get you into this house because your debt to income is not right. So all these things are going to take effect when you get in the house. Debt to income ratio. You have to have 2-year employment history or same alike. We could work with that too. But there's certain things that you need in order to get a house, and that's going to all be on the lending side. So you just got to be careful with it because it's crazy to say though, but like a week before closing or a month before closing, do not go buy a new house. It's not going to benefit you.
Okay, I got a question. What is if I want something under 3, let's say I'm by myself, I'm single. So like really honestly and truly, Mark, what does Mark want? Mark?
How many bedrooms would you want?
3.
Okay. The standard is 3 too. Is home still in the Austin area that are under $300,000?
Oh wow. Okay, so I want a 2-story but with 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
Or 4. It's 4.
I'll probably recommend Paysetter. Paysetter is gonna be a real nice home, and they're still on the lower end, but they when I say lower end, I mean price wise, but they still build a quality home.
Okay.
And Paysetter almost has like a townhome feel to it. So like as your realtor, I would basically go show you, 15, 20 different builders or whatever, different neighborhoods or whatever like that. Or at least send them to you, and then we decide, hey, which ones do you want to go look at?
What do you think I need to make a year to my credit bad? Let's say my credit is bad. I want to spend under $300,000 for my house. How much money do they need to make per year? If my credit is bad, I want a house under $300,000. How much do you think they need to make a year in order to kind of make this happen? In your opinion?
Really not that much, honestly. I'll say this: you can't buy a house making $15,000, $20,000 a year.
No, let's say you're making 45.
That should get you in a house. That's more of a question for the lender, but that should get you in a house. Do you think between 30 and 45, if your credit is bad, you can still get into? Okay, so the thing is, you keep saying credit bad, so we got to figure out why is your credit bad?
Okay, you got hospital bills.
Okay.
Or you got, I mean, I know about credit, so I'm just speaking
For
for
everybody else.
everybody else.
For sure.
So I like to give the worst terminology so people can be like, okay, my situation better than that. So let's just say I got hospital bills on there. I got student loans. I got
if you got all that,
I got an old repossessed car on there.
we need to get you with a lender. And we need to put you on a credit plan.
Okay.
But guess what waiting gonna do? Get you nowhere.
Okay.
So when you keep waiting like that, and because honestly, you gotta talk to somebody about these things. Because, for instance, I got a guy. He's a lawyer. If for some odd reason you have something on your credit, and it's not to the exact amount, I mean to the T, it is not valid. They have to erase that. You know. So it was a lady. I'm not. It was around. I'd say it's around like $12,000 she owed. And a lot of it was from one. I forget what it was, but it was something. I want to say it was a hospital or student loan, something like that. But it was all $500 when they charged her. They was upcharging her $500. He got that everything erased. The full amount. It is not a valid charge. If it's not to the pin, it's not valid. It got to go.
So people be like waiting. Oh, let me get my stuff right. Just go.
If you gonna get it right by yourself, you would have already did it. you would already did it. You already did it. So not saying that you can't. It's just you need to know how.
People be embarrassed.
Don't be.
That's probably
Don't be. Because if we be honest, nobody credit score is perfect. You know.
No.
You know, we all human. We all gonna go through what we go through.
Mine got a 6 on
hey, and all you need is a 680 to get a house. So you know what I'm saying. So you just got
almost 3, 4, 5 points away from me.
And guess what? That's nothing. That ain't nothing but a push that over the hill real quick.
I don't want to pay a mortgage here.
Yeah, that's personal choice there. So.
I want to wait till I'm balling.
Yeah, you there?
I'm not there.
Hey,
I got $7.
You gotta be careful.
I only got $7 Don't be letting me.
Hey, I ain't gonna say too much. Hey, Mark let me borrow money. That's all I was saying.
He lying because he must be borrowing pennies and nickels. You can donate to my podcast at BlaQuecK BlaQueck. At my Cash App if you would like to donate because I only got a few coins.
Yeah, man.
My bank account says $7. It always say that, but it always gets me through. How you go to Puerto Rico?
$7. That's all you need. $7.
That's like it got me in, it got me there, and it got me back.
All $7.
And that same 7.
I can't hold it was still there.
It was still.
Won't he do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Won't he do it? Nah,
he sure did. It got me there, and it's still there.
It's still there. Look at that.
When you stand after you don't know you can, you just
stand.
After I've done all I can, the Lord still lets that little $7
get you on through.
Get me on through, bypass, in there.
Yep.
Amen. You just
stand. And they take you to church on this Sunday.
After you done all you can, you just stand.
That's it. Nah, man, but yeah, man.
So we got our escrow. We got that. We got, my credit that, okay.
If you have the money, don't worry about your credit. Seriously.
I got a felony charge.
What, so?
They don't do background.
You don't think Pablo Escobar?
Okay, well, I mean, well, that's different money now.
I mean, hey, that's what they got to do. Now, I will say this though, like if you sexual harassment or anything like that, you can't be near school, church, anything like that. So you gotta
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know near a church. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can't be near none of that. So.
Okay, so I got a question.
Well, you need to be in that. But
Let's just say, don't ask how I got it now. Let's just say I want a $300,000 house, and I got the $300,000 right here.
why you need a lender?
No, I'm just coming to you.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I'm just coming to
cool.
the realtor.
That's cool. So it's a lot of people who move here from California. They selling their houses,
$700,000-800,000 million.
Millions.
Okay.
And they moving down here, and hey, I want to buy this $500,000 house. I don't just pay for it.
Is it better to, in your opinion, is it better to just pay for it outright, or let's say if you had a choice, knowing your knowledge, would you just pay your shit outright, or would you do it over the?
I would pay for it. No interest rate, so of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, anytime you get a loan from a lender, that's basically the middleman now. So of course you're gonna pay more.
Okay.
But a lot of people have to go that route because I didn't have $350,000 laying around when I got my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
I had $650 to be exact. So I couldn't buy no house. So.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing people get misconstrued, like you don't have to have $10,000 saved up to buy a house, especially here in Texas.
That's another thing. So how much would I need if I was just like, let's say I want a house. My credit is decent.
Okay.
It's between 5-ish and 7. Let's just say it's 615.
Gotcha.
So my credit is decent. It's better than most. I make about 40 to 60K a year, but the down payment, because then
no,
or
that's
whatever.
not the case. That's not the case. You have different type of loans you can do, like a conventional loan. Conventional loan's not gonna have PMI on it, which means premium mortgage insurance. So a lot of people like to go that route.
Come on, adjective.
It's not gonna have PMI on it, so a lot of people like to go the conventional route. Only thing is, when you do the conventional route, you got to put 20% down on the house. So that's what a lot of people think. Hey, I need 20%. I need 20% down. Not always the case. You can go FHA loan. That's probably the most common loan people are gonna do. FHA loan only requires 3.5% down.
Oh wow!
So it's a big jump there, right? Now, of course, when you're doing that, and then you have a PMI, and all that is to insure. Basically, the PMI is just to protect the loan itself. So it's insurance on the loan. So for instance, if you get an FHA loan and for some reason you foreclose on your home, that PMI is there to protect that loan to ensure that the lender and the builder still gets paid. So
okay.
So it's just there to protect them. Of course, if you put 20% down, not necessary. They don't require it, but it is a loss. Hey, if you don't put 20% down, you gotta have that PMI on there. But then again, you could go FHA route. Depending on what lender you go with, you can put 0 down. Now, your mortgage.
Does your credit have to be?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Now keep in mind though, it will probably increase your mortgage because you're gonna be paying more monthly. But it is a way to do 0 down. It's a lady who was paying, $2,200 for her apartment. She didn't want to put any money down. Okay, cool. So now instead of your mortgage being $1,500, $1,600, whatever the case may be, we're gonna bump it up to $2,000. She was paying $22 anyway. That's what she was used to paying.
So she's saving.
She's saving money and didn't have to put nothing down. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you're comfortable with. That's where the lender comes into effect as well, because we need to make sure, hey, whatever you decide to do, let's make sure you're still comfortable. Make sure you can still live your life. Live in the house, not for the house.
So if somebody's paying 15, 16, then they put something down, or
not necessarily. It just depends. It just depends. Because you can always refinance the house and get it down too.
When should you refinance?
Whenever the interest rate's lower. Ain't no timetable on it. Right now, interest rates are crazy low. crazy low because the market's so high.
So this is the time to refinance your house.
If you have a home right now and you got it 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever the case may be, this is the time to refinance it. Yes.
If you got it 10 years ago,
this is the time to refinance.
Okay. And then
interest rates are historically low right now. Like never been this low.
Because of COVID.
No, because of the market in Austin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know if I have people, watching all over or whatever, but Houston, Dallas, they're going to be the same way. So pretty much Texas. Everybody's moving to Texas. Everybody's moving to Texas.
So this is the time to get your mortgage lower.
If you're in the home right now, yeah, a lot of people are refinancing for sure.
How does the refinance? How do you go about wanting to refinance?
That's all through the lender. A realtor wouldn't take a part into that, but that's all through the lender. More than likely, you're gonna go with the same lender who you worked with before, unless you decide to switch companies or whatever. And then they'll just play with the numbers, switch it up for you, make it a little lower.
All right, so whenever you want to refinance, is it always lower or?
You're going to get a quote before you sign anything, so you will make sure that it's lower. It wouldn't refinance to increase your payment, unless you want to do that. Some people actually do, though. Some people be on a 30-year loan and then decide, hey, I want
to make it 20 years.
I want to make it 15, 20, whatever the case may be. Okay, cool, let's do it,
And they'll refinance it.
Refinance it, bump the payments up.
Okay. So... Okay, when they refinance it, does the interest change or?
It could. A lot of the interest rates are high right now, so when you refinance it, it's going to drop it. But for instance, let's just say 5 years from now, interest rates go back up. Well, you're going to see, of course, when interest rates go back up, refinances are going to go lower because nobody's going to want to pay more. A lot of people are comfortable. A lot of people are complacent, and complacency is not always a bad thing. Especially if you're in a good position. So a lot of people are comfortable doing what they're doing already, so they're not going to want to make any changes. For instance, right now, I always tell people change is good. You just got to play with the market, right, to see what's going to be beneficial to you and what's not going to be beneficial to you. Right now, interest rates are lower, so why wouldn't you save money?
So if you're a homeowner, it's good to pay attention to
the market,
your surroundings.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. I started watching the news. I ain't never watched the news. I ain't never watched the news, man. I started watching the news like daily. Like that's part of my routine now.
Okay.
So and you don't always have to sit down and watch TV to watch the news. We got so many outlets now: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case may be. The news is everywhere.
Somebody's probably doing a podcast about it.
Right now.
Probably.
Right now.
We are
on Black.
On Black. Really. But okay. All right, so now we've kind of gone through the process of buying a house. We're in our house.
All right.
How do I go from here? Where do I go? Like, I'm in my house. I've done all this work. High five. Like marriage, I feel like the first year is your hardest. So what is something that I should be...
Once you're in that house, that's a really good question because people don't realize how expensive it is to fill a house, right? And a lot of people want to do it all at once. Problem with that is you're killing the average person is not going to be,
balling.
Right. You're not going to have, you're just not going to, so you gotta do what's comfortable for you. So you got to realize when you get a new house, 9 times out of 10, you're going to want new furniture. So now we're replacing couches, we're replacing beds, we're replacing dressers, nightstands, refrigerators, washer dryers, all this great stuff. All this stuff is going to add up, right, real quick. Like real quick. So
especially bougie ass me.
You want Samsung appliances. Everything got to be...
all those things.
Right.
My kitchen got to be decked out. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the house, but I'm in my kitchen a lot, so my kitchen has to be fucking decked out.
All right. So, that's something you go through the design center, though.
Okay.
So, when you go through the design center, you're going to say, hey, I want my kitchen to be this space or
deck
whatever.
The fuck out.
And they going to do it. Anything you could think of, they going to have it in there. water faucets,
I want
garbage disposal. You want a fancy garbage disposal? We're gonna give you one.
Yeah.
It works just the same as the other one, but you
I want my
trash
dream,
cans underneath the countertops and
they got that?
man, over the stove, we're gonna put a faucet over there. That way, when you boiling water, you just cut the water on above the stove. You ain't got to go back and forth. They can do that. Yeah. But man.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah, the design centers are decked out.
I want a little griddle on the stove.
They could do that. Anything you want.
Whatever you want.
You gonna pay for it though. You gonna pay for it.
I can supply.
So check it out. I'll say this. You remember how I was telling you, like, some builders, they'll be like, look, if you go with our lender or you go with whoever it is, we're going to give you $5,000 towards the design center. Mm-hmm. You can negotiate anything in real estate. So I'll be like, look, you're going to give us $5,000 regardless. Bitch. Or we not going to sign. Oh. I mean, it used to work, but right now the market's so hot, they probably tell you, all right, bye. But, so we just got to play that game. I'm so cool with so many builders, it's like, you owe me, so yeah, for real. Get it going. Call who you gotta call. Go ahead.
Bitch, do you not know everybody's moving here? Bye, nigga.
All right. Okay. Bet. I would never bring another client here. Oh, Mr. Martin. Yeah, get right. Yeah. Get right.
Talk your shit down.
Get right. I ain't got time for that. Nah, that's how I be.
No, all right. So. Boom. We did that. Boom. We good. Okay. So, insurance.
Mm-hmm. It's a little different from renter's insurance. It costs a little more. It's one of those things that you don't realize you need until you need it.
Do you got insurance like over your appliances?
Warranties. So everything is under warranty. Like, I bought all my appliances and everything like that new. Mm-hmm. Same with the house. Anything you buy new is gonna come with a warranty. I don't care what it is. Cars, whatever. You have the option to get a warranty on something new.
Whatever.
And it's honestly there to protect you. Mm-hmm. Because I see it as an investment. I had a problem with my refrigerator when I first got it. Mm-hmm. It was leaking. They came and got that refrigerator, put a new one in there. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't have a warranty, that's $500 on my pocket. Mm-hmm. I ain't got $5. Not to just be given to people. Not to just be. My $7 ain't gonna make it that far.
No, they not. They sure the hell ain't. Because you still gonna owe $4.93.
I ain't got it. So I'm all about saving money any way I can. So, and I'm gonna tell my clients the same thing. If I wouldn't pay for it, I wouldn't expect you to pay for it. I just.
Do you got let's say. Do you got is weather insurance not included in, because that's how they got a lot of people in New Orleans, like wind insurance. Like, I know in Hawaii you gotta have volcano insurance.
Right. So it goes based off your area. Mm-hmm. It goes based off your area. Like, for instance, here we don't need like flood insurance like that. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't need to be paying premium on flood insurance because how often is it really gonna flood? Versus mm-hmm. New Orleans or Louisiana, you really need that. Mm-hmm.
Or Houston.
Right, Houston, you gonna need that. Hail, to be honest with you, we get a lot of hail. Like, we do, we really do.
Especially this past year.
We get a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta. Well, I included it. So I ain't been on my roof, but I got a drone that I fly and I put it up there. I see if I have damage. I ain't had no damage, but if I did, they would have came out and fixed that too. But check it out, though. Your roofing on your house is going to have its own warranty on it anyway.
Oh.
30-year. A lot of your roofing on your house, if you build it new, it's going to come with a 30-year warranty, which means that, hey, your roof is going to be sustainable for 30 years. If it's not, we're going to come out and fix it. For free. For free. For free. So that's like I said, there's so many benefits to get about building your own home. For free. But free.
Free.
Yeah, for sure. So
whatever.
I mean, it's just honestly though, like, man, I don't think I will ever not buy a new home. Like, doing it once, I would definitely say I would do it again.
I do it again.
I would do it again. Like, that experience was dope.
So like, if it's buying new versus buying old, you would definitely if you were to write it down on a sheet of paper, and you were to write down the good and the bad on one side and the bad on the other side, the good would outweigh the bad on buying a new home.
All day long, without a doubt.
Buying
all day long.
So on average, how much do you think you save buying a new house than buying something that's already?
Of course, this is all hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically,
you know, because
big word.
I don't want to say, hey, you gonna buy a used home and then your pipe gonna bust.
But it could happen.
It could happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we come into effect because we got to know these things. You know, like what area are you in? Like, are you really on a mainstream area? What this area used to be? Because honestly, these builders they fucked up. If I'm being honest with you, like they would do anything to. They all about the dollar. So they'll put you where a pond used to be. You don't realize that until your foundation starts sinking and all that great stuff. And now you're like, damn, why my house tilted? Where your house is built at used to be a pond. So guess what? When it rains, that soil that's supposed to be so sturdy underneath you, it's sinking. It's used to water. You know what I'm saying?
Sinking sand.
Man, you just got to be careful, man. So that's where really come into effect. Cause from the time your house is getting built to the time your house closes, it's something we could be working on. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something. Like it's something that we could do. Like walk in the grass and it's just simple. It's the simple stuff that make a major difference. You know, it's a lot of simple things.
Okay, now we've talked about buying a house,
selling a house,
selling. Let's say now I want to step my neck.
So check it out.
I went from 45. Now I'm making 75.
I got a client right now. Got her house a year and a half ago, something like that. She's ready to sell her home. She got a family now, you know, got kids, all that great stuff. So she's like, no, I don't need this 3-bedroom no more. I want to bump it up. Okay, cool. Now, so check it out. This is our house is an investment because it's this word called equity. Now, what that means is basically, let's just say you buy a house for $100,000. And you wait a year, and then now that house is valued at $150,000. Well, when you go to pay off your loan, basically they say, okay, well, you paid off $100,000, but your house is valued at $150,000. Well, you got $50,000 left over. Who does that money go to? It goes to you. So you just made $50,000 off your own house. So,
all right, I have a question. Speaking of, you got a family now. Let's just say you balling like that, like you can afford to do what the fuck I'm about to ask.
Okay.
So let's say, what in your opinion, what do you think is better? Should I add on to my house, or should I just go get a new house built?
Me personally, I'm always tell you get a new house built, not because I'm a realtor, but because I'm also an investor. So I like to make money off my own money. So my house that I already bought, I can rent out and have somebody else pay that off for me and still get paid from it. Why wouldn't I? So I'm always looking to. I'm about to build another house myself. Like because the house I'm in right now.
All on $5?
All on $7. Man.
Oh,
I found $2 the other day.
You found $2?
I found $2 the other day. I got $7. But
you find him.
You got check it out your sofa.
Where you looking? Maybe I need to go look.
I can't tell you my hot spot. That you might, you know.
Maybe I get.
Yeah, you might.
He don't want me to have 9.
You might find a penny I missed or something.
He don't want me to have 9. You see how niggas do?
Nah, but man.
But okay, so for you, so in your honest opinion, do you think it's better to rent your house out or sell it?
Depends on your market.
Black people sell.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want quick cash, ball me sell. I mean,
I would rent, but so then it's still.
If you rent, like for instance, I signed a loan that's a 30-year loan. I'm not gonna pay my house off and go buy a new house. That's not what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm speaking from personally. I'm going to
personalize it.
What I'm gonna do is basically rent my house out. So I'm gonna have somebody sign a 18-month lease or 24-month lease, just like you would an apartment. Say, hey, I'm gonna pay this amount over this time. Okay, boom. Once you locked in,
whenever you want to do that, please.
So check it out.
Okay.
a lot of people do this though. Like for instance, if your mortgage is only $1,500, they might rent out that house for $2,000 or whatever case may be. Mm-hmm. So not only is somebody else paying their mortgage for them, but they're also making money off of it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to do that?
So when you rent out your house, do they have to still? How does the electric and all that stuff go?
That's all, house by house, but a lot of the people who are renting the homeowner, they're making these people who sign these rents pay for those. Just like you would an apartment. It's a house.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're making money off of you and you paying their bills.
It's the same as you going to sign an apartment. Apartment doing the exact same thing.
They are.
Except they got 30 units in one building. That's all you doing. So, honestly, that's the name of the game to me, man. The more property, the better. My whole interest when I first got into real estate was, I'm gonna get a little personal with y'all. I saw my mother rent her whole life, or my whole life at least, since we was younger. She's still renting to this day an apartment. We was in the same apartment for 10 years. The same exact apartment for 10 years.
You don't own it.
I don't own nothing. And they increasing the rent every time you resign. So it's like, why? When I finally got older and I realized what was going on, it's like, why would I want to help people not make that same mistake? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be in one place for 30 years and never own it, right? Like, if I can get anybody over to renting, or to owning over renting, I'm going to do that. But then I got into it. I was like, oh, well, I see why people put rent up. Because, rent is, honestly, yeah, okay, you're renting it, but everybody's not ready to buy. But you do have to have a place to live. Mm-hmm. So that's where rent comes into effect, because it's basically you're renting it, but you don't really have any other option. You're not going to be homeless, so you got to rent. And so I wanted to get away from that, but at the same time, renting can help you in a way too.
It does teach you like the fundamentals.
It's going to teach you everything. And the thing is, when you're renting, it's not really at your cost. I mean, yeah, like for instance, if you're at an apartment, yeah, it's going to tax you, but at the same time, you technically own $8. You know what I'm saying? So like, if something goes wrong in that apartment, who you call? You call the maintenance man.
Bitch, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Come fix this. You broke it. You know what I'm saying? So
they gonna fix it.
Exactly, but it helps you understand, like, hey, every little thing and it can also spoil you. It can also spoil you, because when you get in the house, ain't no such thing as a maintenance man.
I feel like a lot of people are used to being spoiled.
They are, but you got to look at it as an investment. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You get that house now, and then in 2 years, 3 years, or whatever, that same house can make you, $180,000, $200,000. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And if I'm being honest with you, that's how a lot of these people around here getting rich like that, off properties.
Okay, I have a question. So let's say I want to move. In your opinion, because I'm pretty sure you pay attention to Texas in a whole, to the best of your knowledge.
For sure.
Where is, in your opinion, the cheapest, best place to live in Texas? Like, if you, in Central Texas, because Hutto
used to be
so cheap, but it's high now. Hutto High.
Right now it's Gerald. Gerald's the new city that's popping. Look, write it down, seriously. Look at the house. Look, this is what I want you to do. And this everybody watching. Look at just one house. Pick your favorite house that you will move in. You like, yo, if I had to get a house, I'm getting this one. Look at it. Write down the price of that house. Right now, look at the price.
All right, what are your top three? Gerald,
Bastrop, and Taylor right now are bumping. Elgin, another one, bumping. Elgin about to grow quick.
Oh, I seen it.
Elgin about to grow quick. Taylor about to go quick. Reason why Taylor about to bop like that is because Samsung's moving here. So you got to look at all these different companies that's moving here.
Right, Taylor.
Samsung's moving to Taylor. So what that's gonna do is that whole area that Samsung's gonna be around. Yeah, they $150,000 right now. They $200,000 right now.
But
as soon as they get finished, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, they about to skyrocket.
So this your time.
If you gonna buy it.
I'm gonna talk to you.
If you gonna buy it. So
I'm gonna talk to you after this show.
But what's going on is a lot of these investors are saying the same thing. Say, okay, boom. Okay.
Like Zillow.
Zillow is not really an investment company. They're more of a platform, I guess you could say. When I mean investors, I mean like these multi-million-dollar companies coming in from California. Say, hey, we're going to buy not this house, but we want 30 of these. And then what they're going to do is rent them out.
To the people that work there.
Whoever. Not only are they renting them out and getting that money, but now they own this whole block. You know what I'm saying? So
it's chestnut checkers, nigga.
They play Monopoly in real life.
Real shit.
That's dead ass what they do. They play Monopoly in real life. So
I'm about to go play Monopoly right now.
Yeah, look, but like I said, look at your favorite house.
Gerald. Why is Gerald so cheap? What's going on with Gerald?
It ain't nothing out there, but it's growing.
But it's growing.
It's so close to Austin, it's getting the effects of Austin. So a lot of people who, you know,
isn't it like 20, 30 minutes?
Everything's 20, 30 minutes now. So it's like, shit, you got toll roads and shit. So, but yeah, you're right. It's so far up that it used to be country area, farm area. Now, well, hell, when you build out everything from Austin, look what they did. What was it? Pflugerville, Round Rock, Hutto. You know what I'm saying? Everything just keep building up. And when they build it all up, where the hell we gonna go? Okay, let's keep going north.
Okay.
So now Georgetown getting hit right now.
Georgetown's starting to.
Georgetown getting popped.
I went out to Georgetown the other day and I was like, what the
Yeah, everything moving. Everything is moving north though. So that's why Leander built up, or it's getting there, but they a lot of apartments up there.
Leander popping right now.
Leander's popping.
And Cedar Park.
Cedar Park popping. They moving up.
Moving home.
Moving up. They like, shit, we can't build nowhere in Austin, so we gonna move up north. The suburbs, man, that's how I get
They'll be in Liberty Hill before we know it.
But they there.
Oh, they there.
They there.
I went out to this house because I was doing Instacart one day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Liberty Hill, there ain't shit out here. These motherfuckers was living. Like they they had a bunch of land too.
You gotta look at the prices though, because for instance, you live in Liberty Hill, you may have got all that for $400,000.
They like an hour out of fucking.
Do you want to make that drive?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just playing the game.
That's like going to fucking Killeen.
Yeah, Killeen about to get hit. The Killeen should have already got hit, in my opinion, because of the military base, but they didn't because a lot of people around there are renting. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people around in the Killeen area are ex-military who either got kicked out or retired.
If you want to go buy a car in Killeen.
Yeah. So
that's my little tidbit. So Gerald Bastrop.
Elgin. What you want to do though is look at a house.
Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Look at a house. Look at that price. Every 2 weeks, month, whenever you get a chance.
Manor already got popped.
Go back and look at that same house and see what the price is.
So every 2 weeks. So if I want to build in Gerald,
let's just say you look at a house right now and it's $250. Mm-hmm. In 2 weeks, go see what that price is. I guarantee you it's not $250.
It's gonna go.
Shit, no, it's going up. In those areas, at least.
Gerald Barker.
So you got to realize though,
Elgin, Taylor,
Austin, Pflugerville, all those areas, man, these builders were increasing prices. I think it was $5,000 every time a house got sold. They may sell 10 houses a day.
Because I can even say this neighborhood. I remember when we moved here, these houses were $250,000, $3,000.
Shit, that's one more.
I mean, $250,000, $300,000.
He in the rich part of town.
Now they like $700,000, $800,000. Like the ones back here, they like $700,000, $800,000. Starting.
Profit. That's what that's called.
In that neighborhood back there by the lake, starting at 8, 9. There are people back there living in $1 million homes, a street back from over
$1 million homes, but they probably bought them for $500,000.
Them ain't no $1 million home. Them homes
that's
about
the value. That's what equity is all about.
Yeah.
That's what equity is all about.
That
so,
E word.
Yeah, equity. So that's what it's all about, man. So that $500,000 property that they brought, they just doubled up.
I thought about going to go because I was like, I need peace and serenity. And I looked at this house in Cedar Park.
Mm-hmm.
The plot, like the land plot, was like $74K.
Mm-hmm. So you buying land?
Yeah,
you was
they
build
make
on top of that.
Yeah,
okay.
They have you buy the plot first and then you build on it.
Okay. If you do that, you should get a custom builder. So how you were saying, like you want to use somebody for your marble and somebody else with hell, you can do that whatever you want.
That's popping it a little bit too much.
It's a custom home for a reason.
One day.
It's a custom home for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
But no, they gotta put back over here. Wait, where am I at, Mark? Oh, back over here, going towards. I think that's going towards Taylor, but back on those back roads. No, like as soon as you. All right, so this is Row Lane, right? If you keep going, there's a neighborhood back here. You buy the plot, and all of those are custom homes back there.
I believe you. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can go buy you. All right, so
you buy the
custom
land
home
first, and then you
or
buy
builder. Custom home or builder.
Start off builder. Especially if I'm talking to a lot of first time home buyers. You don't want to go in there and sell yourself a house. You just don't do that.
What, in your opinion, is the best, cost effective, but you can live a little lavish? Like I feel like that's everybody's dream. I feel like everybody wants to live. You want a nice looking home, quality over quantity.
Right.
You want a nice looking home, and what are your top 3 builders that you can get a nice looking home and not have to pay for it, but your shit is nice?
You gonna get me in trouble. Nah.
That's why I said top 3. Top 3 well, I'm gonna ask multiple questions so don't nobody feelings get hurt. Top 3 of I get a bang for my buck, and they're. But I mean, it is what it is. Proof is in the pudding.
I would say
top 3.
It just depends. Are you looking
Are
you looking from the outside in? Are you looking from the foundation of it? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at
the finished product.
I'm looking everything. The outside is bomb. The inside, it's not. It's not boom. Like I'm doing.
When I say foundation, I mean like them building your house. Like what do they use? The material they're using to build your house.
Yeah, I want. All right. So
all that.
Material, yeah, all of the above. So the material, A1. The outside, A1. Inside, but it's not like they're not using cheap ass what's that? Carbon fiber to do your counters and nothing. Like they're it's quality work. It's quality. Everything checks the box. It may not be the best, but it checks the box. And it's price effective. Top 3.
I would say, this is in no order. D.R. Horton.
D.R. Horton.
Man, there's so many builders out there. I mean, all of them are good builders. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I would say D.R. Horton, Coventry. I couldn't forget y'all. So many, man. I don't want to leave nobody out, but I might have to. I'm gonna give you 5. So D.R. Horton.
Okay, give me 5. Give me 5.
D.R. Horton, Coventry, Pulte, Pulte, Castle Rock.
I like Castle Rock.
Castle Rock built a real good home.
I like Castle Rock. They name is what they do.
Either way I go, I will leave somebody out. So
it's all right. Well, I'm gonna give you multiple questions so you can include somebody else.
I'm gonna say.
What's your opinion? Go on and give it to me. Give me your bet.
I'm gonna say Braun.
Hit me with your bet shot.
Braun Homes.
Braun?
B-R-O-H-N.
B-R-O-H-N. Okay. So
Y'all got questions?
I do on my somebody people are DMing me. So some of the things I'm asking are people DMing me.
Okay.
So I'm popping it. I want my shit to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my shit. Like, I want $1 million house to look, but I want it to. I want $1 million house look, but I don't want to spend $1 million. But I want to spend about.
You mean to tell you who actually do a real good job of that? Like, who gonna give you a real expensive look, but not really. You know what I'm saying? You're not really paying for that. DR Horton. Some of their houses, like, you be like, damn, this is $500 house. And you be like, yo, what's the base price of this? It'd be like $300. It just look good. You know what I'm saying? Century is another one. It look good. You feel me?
Okay.
So
give me your top 5 of let's say I'm trying to spend. I don't want to go over $900K.
Okay.
But I want my shit to look like it's 1.2.
Coventry.
Okay.
For sure. Coventry gonna be at the top. Ashton Wood's gonna be up there.
I knew Ashton Wood was gonna creep you.
Ashton Wood's gonna be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Castle Rock, depending on what community you in.
Castle Rock.
Hey, please forgive me. Hey, I gotta.
Top 5.
Man.
I knew Ashton Woods was gonna sneak there.
Ashton Woods, man.
They be expensive.
Taylor Morrison.
Taylor. Okay.
Taylor Morrison built a. Taylor Morrison actually on the left hand side of that one. I missed them on that.
Oh, you want them on the look nice,
yeah,
but you're not gonna pay it. Okay.
Taylor Morrison.
Let's do top 7 because
okay.
you know that's my number.
Taylor
Morrison.
Oh, man,
I need a better pen. Okay. Expensive, look nice, look lavish, but I ain't trying to spend.
Lennar's another good one. If you want a home that's gonna really pop, like Scott Fielder.
Their houses are so beautiful.
Scott Fielder, but
they got a lot of them out there in Leander.
But you gonna pay.
Oh yes.
You gonna pay, but they pop, like they pop. Let me see who am I feel like I'm missing a whole lot of them. It's all right. I got Century down there.
Mhm. Oh no. No, yeah. You got Century.
I got Century. I'm leaving.
You got one more. You got 6, but you got one more.
What are we looking for again?
Popping, but under $1 million. Right under $1 million, like 900K. 900K my cap. No cap.
No cap.
900K my cap. No cap.
Scott. Scott. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
You already said Scott. 900K my cap.
I don't want to leave nobody out though.
900K my cap. No cap. And then I'm gonna ask you the question of all questions.
Let me see. I mean, Empire is a good one. Don't get me wrong.
Okay. Well.
No, I'm gonna say Meritage.
Meritage.
Sure.
Okay. Meritage. Empire is all right. Give me some honorable mentions. Empire.
I wouldn't put them up there.
Oh.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. They did me wrong last time.
Oh yeah, well they're gonna go into the next category.
I mean, Ginn builds a really nice home. They really do. It's just they expensive as hell.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put Ginn in there. We were looking at a Ginn house before we looked at this.
They're nice.
They nice. But nigga, is you about to pay?
Yo, you gonna pay?
Oh, you gonna pay?
You gonna do that?
Who wanna pay? You gonna pay today if you're not gonna pay tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Okay, now. Mm-hmm. You already know. Yeah.
I can't. Okay.
Lord,
Okay.
dirty
So when I say this, you got to be careful because each community is different. You feel me?
Okay.
So, like for
They
instance,
use cheap material.
just depends on what community you're in. Because
Okay.
I'll say this: DR Horton, you can get some real like down bad DR Horton homes, like trash, or you can go to a certain community and then it's like, damn,
Wow,
it's a real
okay.
nice, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you at.
Who have you noticed that
It's
they
consistent.
be kind of shiesty?
Honestly,
That you would never work with. That you will. Let's just
nobody.
say. Oh, you haven't. Okay.
Reason why is because all of them still have to follow a certain code. You know what I'm saying? So you got Texas is real strict about that.
Okay.
Another
You
thing,
ain't got nobody that scraped the barrel a little bit. Like they follow everything, but
Century.
Okay.
I had a deal that didn't go through because of that. But I mean, each builder it's all up to the construction manager at the end of the day, because the construction manager is gonna be in charge of, hey, what is this good? Is it not good? Can we get by with it? Can we not get by with it? And don't get me wrong, each builder is gonna try to cut corners. Like I haven't seen one builder yet that they're not going to cut corners. All right. But check this out. So now this is how we counteract that, because we're gonna have a counter for everything. How we counter that is we get inspectors. Now inspectors, they do cost you, but what they do is I always recommend you get at least your home. If you're building a home, get it inspected at least two to three times within that process. The first inspection is gonna come like when your foundation is poured and everything like that, right before the walls go up. We're gonna inspect that home, make sure everything. It's called a pre-draw wall inspection. We're gonna make sure everything looks good. Where's like wiring and all that stuff in the attic, stuff. Anywhere that could be hidden, we're gonna check it before they hide it. That way, you make sure your house is built the right way. And check this out: when you get an inspection on your home, if you're doing a new build, they can't move forward until they fix everything on that inspection report, or give me a reason why they're not gonna fix it.
So who pays for that?
Typically the client does pay for it.
Is that out of pocket, or is that included?
No, it's out of pocket. It's like,
but you would recommend that?
I'll recommend it. It's like $300-$400, but
every inspection.
Every inspection. So,
I mean, like
it's worth it though.
It's your investment,
because at the end of the day, it's your protection. So anything I have yet to, my inspector. I'm gonna give him a shout out. His name's Chad. Shout out to Chad.
Did he inspect your house?
He inspected my house 3 times.
Did he catch anything?
Every single time he caught at least 30 things. 30 things.
30?
30. Like when I say it's worth it, it's worth it.
30.
30. They gonna cut corners.
Wow.
They gonna cut corners, so you just gotta be careful.
And they have to fix it if he catches it. Shit. So when they see him, they be like, "Fuck, man."
Fuck. They hate him. He want them to hate him. And check this out. So a lot of the construction managers, they gonna try to like be in it. So like, thing I like about Chad, Chad's gonna basically go over the inspection report with you, so he's gonna tell you why it's wrong. This is what they should do. Texas Code, Pinnacle, all that. He gonna get real technical with it. And then the construction manager's gonna try to chime in and be like, Chad gonna be like, look, do you want him here? He asked the client that multiple times. Do you want him here?
No, bitch.
If you want him here, he'll go ahead. If not, he'll be like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out. Like dead ass. I've seen him. Chad ex-military, he Marine, so he already kind of.
Is he black?
Nah, he white dude, but he cool.
Okay.
He cool.
He's cool.
So,
Chad good people.
Chad good people, man. He down to earth dude. But yeah, every single time we did an inspection, he gonna find something on there.
I'm gonna hire Chad.
For sure. And don't worry about the cost. You know, we gonna get it done. So just
30 things.
30. And it'd be simple stuff that make a big difference. For instance, like on a house, you may have a peephole on the outside of your house that allows the house to. You're gonna have about 100 peepholes, and the house basically allows it to breathe, so it won't mildew get stuck in your walls, right?
Oh, like outside of the brick and stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen them.
You see them. So basically,
I used to play
if
with
one
them as a kid.
if one of those not deep enough and it's not letting the house breathe, that's going on an inspection report. Something simple like that you wouldn't notice, right? if you didn't have a realtor. If
Are
you didn't
you
have
there
an
when
inspector.
he expects? Or are you just there whenever he comes with the
I typically
report?
go with him and talk with him. He tried to get me on the roof and shit, so I gotta really be focused when I deal with Chad. But yeah, man. Yeah, because man, he be moving, man. But he's good at what he does, and so yeah, you don't have to be there, but I probably will go. So I'll go in representation of my client. So because it'd be like 6 o'clock in the morning. Anybody trying to wake up that early? Go get an inspection. You know what I'm saying? Like on a house that ain't even yours yet. So I'll go ahead and knock it out. I'll go and knock it out for you.
So you think you should get
at least 2?
At least 2?
At least 2.
So
if you're getting a resale, get it inspected.
Okay.
Also get it appraised. Right now the market's so crazy. People who sell it and they're saying, hey, no appraisal and no inspection report. That's just to protect their ass. More than likely there's something going on with that house they don't want you to know about.
So that's an innuendo of watch out.
Right.
Okay, no appraisal, bitch. Watch out, because then something wrong with it.
It don't necessarily mean that, but I mean it can be. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to close on the house.
It was the inspection is $400, right? $300 to $400.
Right.
Yeah, it was an inspection that cost $300 to $400. Okay.
Inspection. So it's not bad. It's because that shit could save you thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth it at the end of the day.
So if you're gonna buy a used home, get it inspected.
Without a doubt. Would you pay for a car and buy a car before you test drive?
No.
Why the hell would you buy a house then?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it real with you.
So, do you recommend Chad? I
mean, yeah, Chad my guy, but that's just I work with him a lot. You could get any inspector, you know. But
people refer me.
But the thing is, so I have had it. For instance, one of my houses, Chad wasn't available, right? I forget what the situation was, but he just wasn't available. I ended up getting another inspector. He found like 12 things wrong with the house. Same house. Before they fixed anything, I said, Chad, you got time? I got time. So I paid for 2 inspections that time. Came back out there. He inspected it. He found like 40-something things wrong with that house.
Yeah, I like people that do thorough.
You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna... Chad look at it as a game. Like, how you fucked up, you fix it.
Like,
you know he
likes finding
stuff. He's fucking weird. But like, but you need that though.
Yeah,
protect your investment.
Because I'm something like right now, I can pick 20 or 30 things wrong with this room because that's just how my mind works.
Right.
Or I kind of have OCD a little bit. So when I clean, I'm like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
So I want somebody that does the same thing that is somebody that overlooks. So that's why I'm like,
honestly, thing about him that I've seen, like, he'll tell you this probably won't matter, but I put it anyway because it's wrong.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? He like, this probably won't have any effect on you, but they still didn't do it right.
I like that.
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shit, fix it still. Right. At the end of the day, we not closing on nothing unless you give me the okay. So if someone's on that inspection report, like for instance, you got builders that threatening you, like dead ass, like. And if you don't know about what's going on and you don't know what's real, what's not real, that shit will scare the hell out of you. It really will. Like if you don't close on this house, we gonna force you to back out. You gonna force me to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm being honest with you, like they want you to back out. Reason why? That whole time while your house getting built in 6 to 7 months, that price is going up every single month. So if they can get you to back out at 8 months and then turn around and sell that house for $75K more than what they was gonna sell it for anyway, that's a profit. So a lot of these builders treat you like shit. That's why it's important to have a realtor, because they treat you like shit because they want you to back out. Like, and sometimes it works. It really does. Like, they're gonna treat you like shit. Like,
that's shitty.
Like,
so the realtor's kind of really, you're the lawyer and the middleman. So I don't really have to have.
I tell some of my clients, they be like, look, I don't want to deal with this builder. Don't talk to me. I tell the builder, my client does not want to talk to you. Talk to me. Okay. What's your email?
Have you ever had to check a builder?
Every fucking time. Every time. I'm gonna be honest with you. So builders used to I guess, judged me in a way because I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't look like the average realtor. You know.
I'm just a young black man.
That's it, man. That's it. Just grinding. So
doing all I can.
So they used to judge me, man, because I still had my high school car at the time. So I used to pull up an old 2000. I don't even know what it was. It was a Malibu though. It kind of ran down, and they be like, oh, he don't know what he doing. And then I start dropping knowledge. They like, oh shit, he kind of know what he doing a little bit. And so I wish I would have kept my car. I really do, just so I could play with people. Like I like that. Like
I noticed that about realtors. Some of them be having like. And then they get out that hole, think it's a game.
Yeah, that's how it be though. That's how it be. But shout out to another realtor. His name is Larry. He used to help me out a lot, man. He still do to this day. He helped me out a lot. So like, for instance, like I'll pull up in my car and then pull up in his car. It's a whole different vibe. Before I got my car, of course. And so I'm like, damn, what changed? He like, it's your presence. And he really made me start looking at it like, damn, these motherfuckers really don't.
They judging you.
They judging from the time you pull up to the time you walk in to the time you
Alfa Romeo.
Shit, man. Honestly, I'm not a big car guy like that. So like, I didn't want my car, but
you did it because you needed.
It was an investment.
Put some respect on my motherfucking
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
I pull up at the Beamer. It's like they look at me different type shit. So it's
they definitely are.
And I didn't understand it at first until he made me realize, like, look, they look at stupid shit like how many phones you got and stuff like that. And then I started becoming friends with these builders, and they telling me the real, like, yeah, we judge. We trying to see who we dealing with. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But, I mean, it is what it is. And so, you just got to learn how to adjust, man. That's what it's all about, adjusting and really getting down to the gritty.
There's a question. Is it true that it's hard to buy a house right now because it is a seller's market?
If you're looking for a resale, yeah. Reason why is because, let's say somebody lists a house for $300,000. And the thing is that everything is a bid right now. So okay, you got a pre-approved for $300,000. So you're gonna put in your offer. Hey, I want to buy your house for $300,000. Okay, I'm selling my house, right? Just hypothetically speaking, I'm selling my house, and so somebody else, California builder, for instance, comes in, or somebody from overstate come in and say, hey, that exact same house that they put $300,000 on, I want to buy for $475. The seller gonna be like, kick rocks, $300. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sell my house for $475,000. That's what's happening right now. They getting all this extra money because they're selling these houses in California for $1 million, whatever the case may be.
So that's why you recommend buying a house new.
That's one of the reasons. Because a lot of people get discouraged when you putting in bid after bid after bid after bid after bid, and you're not winning after. You like, well, damn, I'm a loser.
You can't win.
You're not gonna win them all. But you know what's crazy though? When that first started happening, when that first started happening, that's when Ron Wade dropped this joint. Before you get away, you gotta take 1,000 losses. I said that to one of my clients. She thought that was the funniest thing ever. But it's just, man, it's crazy. Like, it's just.
But I'm not gonna lie, because when I wanted to move, or when the first thing I go look at is because I am moving to Atlanta. So like the very first thing I did was I didn't even building a house was in the back of my mind. I'm gonna honestly say that my personal opinion was I wanted to buy a house that was already built, and my dream, I wanted to live in that until I got my money up to build my dream home. I never even thought about.
You was gonna buy one here?
No, buy one there
in Atlanta.
I didn't even think about like building a home. Like building a home was kind of in like building like.
I mean, that, but 100% of my clients, when they first tell me, I'm like, look, what do you want to do? When we first go out, when we have our first meeting, and we decide, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Nobody says I want to build a home. No shit. Everybody thinks building a home costs more.
Not mine wasn't even cost more. I'm impatient.
That's another thing.
So.
But check this out though.
Good things comes to those that wait.
Check this out. You can get a new build that's already ready. So what that means is basically a lot of these builders have inventory homes.
Oh, okay.
So you're not gonna customize it the way you want it, but
it's already done.
you might go in there. Builders, when they do inventory homes, they gonna already have like, you know what I'm saying, like sets. So they got like set A, set B, set C, set C. Mm-hmm. Set A gonna have white countertops with gray flooring or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. Set B gonna have dark countertops. You know what I'm saying?
You just pick out of the set.
You pick what set you like the best. Okay,
what
boom.
What set you claiming?
What set you claiming? So I like set D or I like set A, whatever it is. Okay, mm-hmm. Boom. We got 5 houses on this street that's gonna be like that. We got 4 houses on this street like that. We got 3 houses. You know what I'm saying? Pick which one you want. Mm-hmm. Okay, boom. I like that house right there. Set C on that house right there. Okay, boom. A lot of the times, what you need. Another thing I'm gonna put out there. When you buying a home, they're gonna want an earnest check down. So,
what is an earnest check? Let the people know what that
earnest
is.
check will lock you in. So basically, what that means is, once you drop your pre-approval letter off and your earnest check, nobody else can get that house. So,
okay.
Nobody else. So you locked in.
Nobody.
But check this out. Check this out. Mm-hmm. You got that house locked in, but you're not technically locked into that house. So what that means is, like, for instance, I had a client. We got our house. And she was like, you know, Dom, I really like this house. Because my main question is, if somebody else got that house, would you be mad? Hell yeah, I'd be mad. Okay, boom. You need to get that house. So earnest check may be different builders do different things, of course, right? Once again. So I had, at one time, Ashton Woods was doing a sale where it was like, our earnest check is $1. Put $1 down at your house, right? Typically, it's anywhere between 1,000.
Nah, I got 6.
Now I got 6 for real. Nah, but certain ones, you know, they may want 1,000. Some of them want 5,000. But check this out. Your earnest check also goes towards your closing costs. So it's not like you just losing money, right? So for instance, if you need, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you put 3.5% down. You need $13,000 to close on a house, right? But you already input. This is how they gonna do it, right? So when I'm gonna break it down. So the first thing you're gonna do is put an earnest check.
Break down.
For sure. So the earnest check gonna be $1,000, right? And then once you go to the design center, they're gonna say, hey, whatever you do in the design center, we need 20% of that down. Okay, boom. So now you owe another $1,200. Now keep in mind, this is 2 months after you input $1,000 down. So you got to put another $1,200 down, or whatever the case may be.
Because of the design center.
Because of the design center. Okay, boom. Well, damn, I ain't got that right now, Mr. Builder, but I would like to do that in 2 separate payments. Cool, whatever. Most builders will work with you, right? Because at this point, they're going to do whatever it takes to keep you on this contract. So now you're going to drop off one check for $600, another check for $600. Okay, 5 months down the line, your house ready, right? Now, your closing cost is going to be $12,000. But you already didn't put $1,000 plus another $1,200 or whatever the case may be. So
that's
now,
$22.
Right. So now you input $2,200 down out of that $12,000 you owe. So now you got to bring to the table $10K, right? Some people got it. Some people like, yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Okay, cool. You ain't got it. So now we got first-time homebuyer programs. We didn't even discuss that yet. So we got first-time homebuyer
I was going to, because I know that because we had a cousin. She went through the first-time homebuyer, the program or whatnot or whatever. And she had came out with $75,000 worth of
equity.
Is that what it's called? Like after you do all the classes and stuff? No.
Oh,
she had.
was in debt.
No. After she did all these little different programs, she has $75,000 worth of money. Yes.
Yeah.
And I said.
Yeah. If you play it the right way, yeah. It get crazy.
It
get crazy. But what she should have did was use that all towards her house.
She did.
Okay, yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to pay nothing down.
Pay shit.
But
look, that's beneficial because now that money that she did save, if she did save, I don't know if she did not, but if she did save now, how you wanted to ball out with your furniture and shit, well, you got the money now. You know what I'm saying? You got the money now.
Can you use that $75K to pay off $75,000 worth of mortgage or no?
Shit, that's what you should do.
So you would have no mortgage?
No. Your payment's just gonna be lower.
Oh.
Yeah, your payment's gonna be.
Be like, you got 18 months.
Nah, because they gonna want their money. They gonna want their money. So you
got 18 months in that mortgage?
Nah, shit, hell no. Nah,
you live in
I ain't getting shit. Everybody be doing that. But, yeah, but if you play your cards right, man, you good.
You play your cards right. I wanna be the one who you
they don't know about that.
You be the one, be there.
For sure.
You know, I told you I'm a jukebox. I got all the songs.
Everything. Just hit a button.
Just say a word, and I got a song for it.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So, can you talk about these classes? Like the classes, how do you go about finding these classes?
Yeah, you get different grants. So, when you talk to your lender, they're going to give you a list of different grants you can apply for, if need be. A lot of people decide not to do them. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, I will.
It's personal choice. But, a lot of people do. And so,
can you cash out on these grants?
No,
or they have to be used towards
you will never see this money. Like,
it's just invisible money that you can apply for that will not affect your physical.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
So I guess you can see it in that way, but you would never like physically be like, oh shit, here goes $75,000. Here you go. Nah.
We flexing, bitch.
Nah, hell no. You can find your ass in federal prison. You go to this, like the PVV law. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's another topic for another day. So, your lender can help you with these grants,
yeah,
or is there a way like I can Google like, oh, how can I go?
Yeah, you can go. Just look up Texas grants and Texas first time home buyer programs. I mean, it's all type of things you can do. The most common one is first time home buyer programs. Military got their own VA. If you get a VA loan, oh my God, you set. If you military, you should have a home. Like, it's just that simple. If you military, you should have a home.
So if you even did any time in the military, you can automatically go apply for a VA loan, or how does that work?
Unless you got what they call it, behavioral discharge or something like that.
Okay.
Basically, if you got kicked out. But yeah.
But if you just if you got honorably discharged or you just stopped doing it, you could go.
You get that loan. Yeah. You get that loan. So if you military,
I'm gonna go tell my friend.
You get a military man. Military people, they don't pay property tax, nothing like that. They don't pay nothing.
So wait, I have a question. So if you were in the military and you're paying property taxes,
you're not. It's no way possible.
If you're living in a house that you don't own.
Oh well, yeah, you pay. Yeah.
But should you try to find a way to get your name on the house? So
it ain't gonna. You have to be the primary on there. You don't have to be. You can't be like. You're gonna have to really. You basically gonna be better off just buying a new home. But
I was trying to help somebody out.
I mean, it could be a way that I may be missing. You always want to talk to a lender about that, though. You know, so they're gonna be the ones with the finance.
Okay, so somebody asked, how do you get into first time home? Like, how do you get into those programs? Do you have to be accepted or?
No, you just apply for them. It's almost like a scholarship in a way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I know a lot about that. When I graduated, I applied for 150. So I should be ready.
Yeah. So first time home buyer program is almost like scholarship. So you're gonna go in there and then you're gonna basically fill out everything they will need. They're gonna make sure this is your first time buying a home. State of Texas is not really that strict about it, so a lot of people get it.
I ain't buying a home.
You just gotta look at everything that come with it though. Not a lot of times, but sometimes you gotta be careful. It depends on which one you get. They may try to like raise your interest rate. So if that's the case, then it probably won't be beneficial. Because you saving money now, but you pay more later. I mean, unless everybody's different. If you're cool with that, then you're cool with that. But I don't like spending money if I don't have to. So.
Okay. But all right, so should you start looking into? All right, so I'm trying to get my process right? Mm-hmm. So should I what's my first move?
Great question.
What's my first move?
Your first move is one, you want to find somebody who you feel comfortable with talking to.
I feel comfortable with you, Don.
For sure. For sure. So a lot of people call me, be like, look, Don, I want to buy a house. Okay. The first thing I'm gonna tell you.
So you should find a realtor first, or
no? A lot of people come to me first because I know a lot of people, right? So I can help them out a lot of
been
times.
a lot of places, seen a lot of things.
Shit, goddamn. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is that, okay, cool, let's get you with a lender. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing first. Let's figure out who's gonna apply it, who's gonna give you this money to buy this house, right? That's basically what they're doing. Mm-hmm. How much is your interest rate gonna be? Because we're gonna shop around. How much is your interest rate gonna be? What do we need to work on if it's anything we need to work on? Mm-hmm. Because what I don't want to do is start showing you houses, and just hypothetically speaking, I don't want to start showing you houses and then we go to get you pre-approved or whatever, and then it'll be like, you gotta wait a year. You be like, well, you know what I'm saying? You want that house now, right? It's fresh on your mind. Some people, I ain't gonna lie, I will go show them a house. Be like, look, this is, you know what I'm saying? How bad do you want it? Because I can't make you do it. I cannot physically, I can't make you do. You gotta want it for yourself. I'm gonna help you throughout the whole process. No ifs, ands, or buts for sure. But at the same time, you gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be the one who's, being right on this credit plan and putting the right money to the side. And another thing you can do, a lot of people don't know this. If you have a 401k, you can pull from your 401k and use that as your down payment. Oh. You can pull from your 401k and use your down payment. Every time you get paid, you're putting your own money up. You know what I'm saying? You're putting your own, like every 2 weeks, 1 week, however you get paid, some money is going towards a 401 account if you have it set up. Why not use your money? Because that's what it is. It's your money. So that's one way of avoiding.
It's my money and I want it.
Yeah, I want it now. What is JB Good? Woodward, whatever it's called. But yeah, use your. If you have just money saved up somewhere and you don't need it, by all means, don't touch it. But that is one way of really, 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 really safe, beneficial way to get your down payment resource, is to use your 401k. A lot of these businesses and companies who you work for, they're going to be going through Fidelity. If you download the Fidelity app, you can view how much you have saved up that you can take out. Another thing, like when COVID hit and all that great stuff, you can take it out then too. So I check mine a lot. I don't really I got a lot in there, but I don't really touch it. But you can't. It's there for you if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So that has definitely helped like a lot of people. That 401k help a lot of people. Because when you, especially if you don't know about it, and let's just say you've been working 4 or 5 years or whatever the case may be, and then you go and check it out, you're like, damn, I got $13,000 saved up. That's my down payment.
Okay, that was a gem.
You know what I'm saying?
But in your opinion, what is a gem that people that want to go buy a house, and then I'm gonna ask a counter question. People that are selling your house, what is a gem that be like, here, this will help you out that you don't think about, like that would kind of like, what is something that you can think of off the top of your head that a lot of people don't think about, that this would help you buy a house, like here, like if you thought that it was out of your if buying a house was in the figment of your imagination, this is something like, here, boom, I just dropped you a gem.
I mean, it's gonna sound vague, but it's how bad do you want it? If you could pay rent, you can pay a mortgage, because 9 times out of 10, your rent is gonna be more than your mortgage. Now, at the same time, I say that, don't go into the aspect of, hey, I pay. Let's just say you pay $1,600, because this happens a lot. I pay $1,600, $1,700 for my rent, and then we go to get you a house and you be like, well, shit, I only want to pay $1,000. Well, it don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you paying $1,000, if you want to pay $1,000 for your mortgage, that's cool. You're going to put a high down payment down. Don't go into the aspect, because everybody always say, oh, your mortgage is cheaper than rent. Okay, cool. but at the same time, at what cost? So it's not gonna always be that case because everything is different case by case. But if you could pay rent, you can pay a mortgage. It sounds so simple, but it's so true.
It can all be so simple.
You got something for real. Nah,
Lauren Hill.
Like seriously, like I can't emphasize that enough. If you can pay rent, you can pay a mortgage. Like I don't know how much more simpler I got to break it down. It's really just that simple.
Okay, selling the house.
Yeah.
Selling my house. What's something that can help ease the pain?
Look goes a long way. Selling the house is actually fairly simple. The biggest part about selling a home is that people get emotionally attached to it. So you got to be willing to deal with that. Because, I mean, if you've been in a place 10, 15 years or whatever the case may be.
That's your home.
That's your home. So to see a lot of people come in here and look at it. And then
touch.
Just touching shit just for no reason, it take a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell people, if you sell a home and you got
don't
people,
be there
don't be there. Just go do something. A lot of times I go pay for their dinner. Like, go eat. I'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just get it.
Because my ass would be like,
and then like a lot of the stuff that is important to you, like I said, it's not valuable to them.
bitch, what you mean y'all like that kind
You see what I'm saying though? That shit down $10,000. The hell with that. That's how they be thinking. Like, so you just
bitch, I paid for that pool cash money.
they don't give a damn about that, bro. They don't give a damn about that.
That found
Pool, you ought to take money off of the pool. I have kids. They might they gonna throw you all type of shit. So you just gotta.
Bitch, do you know how much it costs to get this bathroom all black?
They don't give a damn. Painted walls.
This is marble.
They walk in your house. Oh, I hate the color of these walls. Now you ready to fight.
Bitch, this is
You know what I'm saying?
This is motherfucking ivory. This is lavender, bitch. What you talking about, yo?
You ready to fight now? So you got.
You don't like what you want up here, bronze, nigga? Like
exactly.
You want orange?
Exactly. So you
orange.
When you sell it, you gotta be able to detach.
What you mean you want to paint this whole gray? Nuh-uh, we done.
And you walk in. Oh, I would do this to make it look so much better. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about?
So much better.
You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like they throwing shade at you, but they not. They just evaluating what they. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by so much better?
What the fuck wrong with it? That's how you be thinking. That's how you.
It looked perfectly fine to me.
That's for real. So you just gotta that emotions. Emotions can get the best of you.
We not selling. We renting, bitch. So they can't change up all my shit.
For sure.
She over here moving stuff. Talking about she don't like my Alexa, bitch.
What
Fuck
you
all.
like my Alexa? I've been my dog for
Alexa,
years.
we good. Don't be listening. We good.
B104 Allentown from iHeartRadio.
Oh, there she go.
Alexa, no. Alexa, no.
She turned up.
Jesus.
She be listening for real.
She be attentive. Big word.
My I can't say her name, but she don't talk back like that. That one talk back. I've been through something like that. She's sensitive, ain't she?
She was like, but you called my name.
Hey, you called me. I woke up.
you called my name. Leave me.
A lot of these homes, too, that they building, they smart homes.
I don't want that.
You don't?
I watched that movie.
Which one?
The one on Disney Channel. The one where the maid lady was like built in. She was the built-in system and then took over the house.
No, it ain't like that. But I ain't gonna lie, it kind of is. Cause like I could say like, boom, I could be in my bedroom and be like, well, you know, I don't want to say it right now, but like, kitchen lights off. If I got the lights on the kitchen, they cut off. No matter where I'm at.
It's convenient, but
it just make you lazy. That's all it is.
I
could just easy get up. Yeah.
I'm too old school for that.
Or I'll be like, lock the door. She go lock the door.
Fuck no. We're good on that one.
And my main thing, I remember when I was getting my house, I was like, man, ain't that a conflict of interest? Like, what if somebody outside my house, they try to break in and they just talk to like, I'll make sure she said,
we're gonna give her that. They talk to Keisha. Keisha locked it up.
But it's voice.
All right, nigga.
Hey, somebody was thinking about inventing something like that. It's like a black series.
I would fucking buy that shit.
I would get it. Turn around, bro. Look,
damn, you keep going the wrong way.
Did I just tell you make a right? God, dog.
Somebody said they would buy my voice as like
I would. That'd be funny.
Be like, nigga, if you go the wrong way one more time.
Damn, did I say turn left? Did I just tell you turn right? See, that's your problem. You don't listen, and then they talk back.
Right.
Oh my god.
And 500 feet. Wait, why am I saying 500 feet? You can't measure while you driving.
Turn hill.
Turn hill.
Turn hill.
Turn left. Wait, which way?
Left. For real.
All right, somebody put in an address. Where are you going?
Where you going? Oh, let me call. We're not doing it.
What you up to?
My.
You sure look good tonight. I read them all.
Oh, okay.
I read everything.
Yeah, 400 was the inspection. So.
Inspection. You gotta get your inspection so they can write.
So look, this is easy steps, right? First thing first, when you get in the house, pre-approval.
Pre-approved.
First step. Where do you want to live?
Where do you want to be?
Where you want to be? Build it, right? If you build it, or inventory, move in, whatever the case may be. Now check this out. We got something called blue tape. So what that is basically
blue tape. It's
literally blue tape. Before you move in your house, we're gonna walk your whole entire house and put anything that's wrong. We're gonna put blue tape over it. All right. If y'all, I always be. Sometimes I go live on my Instagram.
Elaborate.
So for instance, the wall may be chipped a little bit. Blue tape it, right? Just put blue tape everywhere. So you gonna do that before you move in, and right before your year is over, I'm actually gonna come back to your house and do the exact same thing. And then that way we make sure everything is fixed before your 1 year is expired.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that way.
So if there's a scuff mark on the wall,
come fix that. Now keep in mind, if it's something you did, then they're gonna probably be like, nah, that's shit. But like if it's like. It was one thing big that I see. One of my friend, he got his whole driveway replaced. Like they literally came in because they had footsteps in his driveway. You know what I'm saying? People who, when they first did it, when they first poured it, they stepping on it. So now they footprint in it. Come redo that.
bitch.
Come redo that. So, but he waited though. He played it smart. He waited until like the 11th month and then filed the report.
Why is that playing smart?
Why is that playing smart? Because now all them tile marks they had on his driveway from the moving company.
So it's fresh.
Everything fresh. And he did it right when.
Right at the
end. So now his 12th month coming. His neighbor's looking like, damn, how he get a new driveway and we not? He played the cards right.
Play your cards right.
Play your cards right.
I wanna be
For real. So he played his cards right.
He played his cards right. So now I think we've covered in buying. We covered in selling. We not buying. No, we not selling. We buying. No, we not selling. We buying. We cover buying, selling, all the tween times and the mean times and the tween times. And do you have anything else that you want to?
Anybody out there who's thinking about doing it, man, do it. Seriously. Let's get it going.
Talk your shit, dog. Tell them where they can find you at, dog.
Simple. Shit, I already know my Instagram. Our Instagram is Dominique Martin. Hold on, what is it?
You have a separate.
It's DominiqueMartin.realtor, and then I got another one.
You have a separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got two of them. Yeah. You can also follow me at DM Realty Austin. Either or. My main one is DominiqueMartin.realtor, but my business one is DM Realty Austin. I would normally only check that for DMs. That's where all the builders follow me. So if you want to look at houses and stuff like that, you go on there. Facebook, Dominique Martin. So, I mean, that's me.
And you're off the market. You are off the market.
What do you mean?
You don't want them sliding in the DMs. The ladies be on here.
Slide in my DMs. You trying about how slide in my DMs?
Oh, there we go.
Slide in my DMs.
There we go, Dom.
Nah, but just man, that's it, man. I'll just be working, man. That's it. So.
That's it. Working hard.
Working man. 24 and trying to get it, man. That's it. 24 and trying to get it.
24 and trying to get it. That'd be a t-shirt. 24 and trying to get it. So do you have you have anything else that you wanna?
Just like I said, anybody who's thinking about buying a house, you can do it. You just need to get those steps going.
First step, they need to. Very first step.
Get pre-approved.
Pre-approved.
If you already pre-approved, then
you know what you're working with.
You know what you're working with.
Okay. Then you either know what you're working with or what you need to work on.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Pre-approved. So when Mark is ready, he's gonna go look for a pre-approved.
We need a lender. Just like I said, just reach out to me. I got plenty of them. So I mean, I'll make it as simple as it could be.
It could all just be so simple.
So simple.
But why would I?
Why? We're gonna tell them about next week or no?
Next week?
Is that a surprise? All right, we gonna see.
Okay, but I mean, I have to. I don't know if he comes back. I don't know if he comes back next week, but if he does.
So I told y'all. Can you tell me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I told y'all about like selling and buying and all that great stuff for us, like when it comes to real estate. Another thing you could do though, like for instance, if we get you pre-approved and you're just not there yet, y'all gonna want to tune in next week. So
yes, and if I don't have my credit versus cash guy on, I'm gonna have another person that is a realtor come on and give her spiel. Man,
this was a dope though, man. This was
very informational.
This is I like this, man. It was nice.
Definitely get your pen and padding.
For sure. I appreciate the invite too, man.
So. I did. I'm gonna definitely have you back on for. I feel like there's so many questions, and if I did miss any questions, please DM me, for and sure. I'm gonna have Realtor Dom back on.
That's that's me. That's me.
Realtor Dom.
Yeah.
I wish I.
One thing, man, I'm
have you on every week.
I'm gonna shoot it to you straight, man. So, nothing getting sugar coated. So.
I wish I could have you on every week for like 10 minutes. Give us a spill on the jam, because I feel that apartment shit is not it.
You know, and honestly, they taking advantage of people, man. Mm-hmm. That's what I don't like.
Especially in Austin.
Austin is getting ridiculous. Austin rates and rents.
Your room gonna be as big as this game room, and they talking about
1,500. You don't want it? Okay.
Somebody else buy it.
Somebody else gonna get it.
There was an apartment, they were talking about $1,200 a month, and they didn't have a fucking kitchen in it. It had a basic, like, it looked like a dorm room.
That's what they're doing, man. And it's getting out of hand. It really is. I had one company, they tried to get me to leave. I work with United Real Estate, but they tried to get me to leave and go sell apartments. Mm-hmm. And just do that. And I was like, nah, I couldn't do that because at that point I feel like I'm not.
You're doing people a disservice.
I'm not helping you in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not helping you to your best ability. So I feel like I'm not only shortchanging me, but I'm shortchanging you as well. So I couldn't do it.
Even if the money was better.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. Well, it was close, but I wouldn't do it.
They added $2 more on it?
$1.50.
$1.50?
$1.50.
They added a little $1.50.
$1.50.
They put a little stank on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's what they try to do.
That's it.
But
I'll never sell my soul for $1 no more. About to take it to the first Holy Hill.
First Holy Hill, Episcopal Baptist. First United, Second United, Third United, Methodist, Baptist, Catholic.
With a St. Mary, all the crazy things.
St. Mary, Jacob, First Samuel, Second
and they
Samuel.
got it all on the billboard.
Yeah.
Well, our pastor is Troy Edwards Williams the Fifth.
And we have our youth pastor who preaches every third Sunday.
Every third Sunday.
Every third Sunday.
With a white glove on.
With a white glove. Oh, some people look around and tell me that I'm here. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in this week.
For sure, man.
This was a great show. This was my information show. I didn't have a ratchet show. Like I try to mix it up, give them a little ratchet, give them a little information.
For sure.
But this was
dope, man. I think you go somewhere with this. Seriously, it's dope. It's dope.
And hopefully it gets me about $7 more.
Hey.
So I have 14.
Boy, you rich, man.
So I can have $14. 14. But yes, this was a great. I wrote some stuff down. I didn't really write as much as I wanted to. I'm definitely gonna rewatch this and be like, oh, he's dropped some gems. Because I you know, my goal is I've never lived in an apartment. I've never, even, you know, I went to college. I stayed with, you know, my auntie, or, you know, I was driving back and forth to home and stuff. But I've just never done it. That just wasn't my ministry. My ministry was never in an apartment. So that's something I've never experienced, and hopefully it's something I don't experience. I want to move into my own house, and I'm gonna dig that bitch out, little by little, every little step I take. Every little step I make.
I can't sleep at night.
Listen to the telephone. All right, but I'll see you guys next week. We're going to try to do another little information. Then we're going to get back to our ratchet stuff. And we're going to give you a little tipsy tap for both.
There you go.
At the end of the month, I'm going to get back to my Relationship Sundays. At the end of this month, I'll get back to Relationship Sundays. And whenever UT has a bye week, then I will come back and do Saturday and Sunday. But until then, I will see y'all Sundays at 7. Unless I let you know further, because you know sometimes I'll be running a little late. Like last week, I took a nap and I woke up at 6:45, and I had to collect myself because I don't rush. One thing I don't do is rush. It take me a while to finish. And that's in every place. That's in every place. Do the same thing in all places and all things.
Hey, you never
some of y'all rush to finish.
Take your time.
But that's gonna be on relationships.
Talk about that another day.
For y'all rush finishes.
Yeah.
And lay over and turn over.
I'm coming back for that one.
Oh,
I got something to say about that.
You got something to say about the rush finishes?
Hey, let me take this shirt off first, though. let me get into my other character.
Right. Take off professional Dom. This is not Dom the realtor. This is Dom. This is Dominique. Dominique. But yes, yeah, because there was this meme. It was on Instagram. It said, all men don't cheat. Maybe all men cheat on you. I said,
I mean, I seen one. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I seen one. It was like, how do you know if you in love if you don't cheat? I said, what the fuck? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that defeat the whole purpose. Like, they was like, well, you don't know if you truly love your partner unless you cheat on it. And I ain't know how to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh.
Did somebody explain that, or was that?
Yeah, they explained it. It was like, because, like, if you cheat or whatever, like, basically, if you feel wrong while you doing it, then you in love. I'm like, man, I'm sure there got to be other ways to do that.
All right, so I have a friend. We were talking about this. She's okay with somebody cheating on her one time, and then they realize they fucked up, and then, you know.
See what I'm saying? That's what she's saying.
Okay, but me, I'm.
Once you do it, it's over.
One and done.
It's raps. For real. So.
I have trust issues already. You have. I don't trust people already, so you have already.
But that's crazy that people think like that, though.
But I mean, there's a different. I mean, people don't think the way that. For me, I trust. Fuck love. You can. Love can be is so. There's so many formalities. Big word to the word love. There's so many different sockets. You can love to cheat on me. You can love to hurt me. You can love to see me not do good. So there's so much things to love, but trust, loyalty, and understanding that cutthroat, I want them over anything.
Those are the non-negotiables.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Like, you loyal to me, I trust you.
Right.
I don't trust a lot of people.
When you trust hard.
Yes. And when somebody breaks my trust, you definitely, like, we done. Because I don't give it out to everybody.
Right. Ain't no
I don't give it out. So once you have did that, once you have cut that, we done cut ties.
It's over.
I'm going to look at you like this. I'm going to pray for you.
That's about it, though. Pray for you from a distance.
I hope you do well in life. I don't wish no bad, ill will on you.
Just don't call me.
Bitches don't call me. Call Tyrone.
You better call
Tyrone. Call. But bitch, hold on. You can't use my phone, bitch. You better go use a pay phone.
And it's 5G. Can't use it.
You better go use somebody else's motherfucking line. You're not using mine. But that's our time.
All right, now I appreciate y'all.
It's been our time, but you know, we had to make sure that we had got the information out to the people like Martin did. Martin did the people. That's my whole thing about this. I wanted trying to get the information out to the people because ain't nothing worse than not knowing.
Come on now.
Ignorance.
That's the key.
It's the key to being without.
That's why we stuck now. We scared to learn. Come on, man.
This is how we always done it. This is what I know.
Shit. Change is good. Change is good. So. Take them to church.
Oh, Lord. Ignorance is the key.
For sure.
To not knowing. Because you're too ignorant to find out. You know how they be all looking. You're too ignorant to find out.
And then you just gotta look away.
You gotta too ignorant to find out. God damn it.
Too ignorant. Man.
Too ignorant.
Yeah, with your trifling
ass. With your trifling ass. Stop being fucking ignorant and tune the fuck in. You didn't have to research. You didn't have to read. All you had to do was watch.
That's it.
This better than the goddamn Discovery Channel. God damn it.
You gonna find out a lot. You gonna find out. So.
You didn't have to read no book. Yeah, you know how much studying you did? How much studying you did? You did a lot of studying.
Oh, shit.
And you got 2.5 hours worth of information that this man probably took 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, over a year worth of information, and he's probably still learning shit. That's why we're gonna have you back on the show
every day.
Because if you're the smartest person in the room, right, you're in
the wrong room.
The wrong room. Yep. That's why I'm usually the brokest person in the
Me too. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I was hanging out with some friends, and these dudes, they money a little different. I ain't gonna lie. They all millionaires or whatever. And I felt so at home.
What's their number is?
I felt so at home. I was like, man, I'm trying to get to where y'all
That's
get.
Who the fuck I need to be around.
Real. They talking about, oh man, dropping Lambos off. I'm sitting there like that. Please don't ask me what kind of car I got because I cannot fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the story of
I'm thinking about shit fire. They shit fire. But I'm like,
yeah, I love hanging around those people. Not only because, how can I put this?
In those type of situations, you just got to be a sponge. Even when they bullshitting, they still gonna tell you some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is that's what any friendship. Use me, don't abuse me. Right. I'm gonna use you for the information you have, so I can. My thing is we can all eat. We can all.
Right. It's enough money for everybody.
Yeah, that's why I be like, I'll shout out somebody else's podcast. Maybe they bringing out something different. Mm-hmm. I don't have to. I'm not the only person that does this, or That's why, like, other people, like, if you catering or something, because I cater. Mm-hmm. If somebody do something better to me, then I'm gonna be like, hey, they really good at this. I'm not. That's not my ministry so much, no. Yet, like, for me, I cook my ass off inside, but when it comes to grilling, I know how to prepare the shit to be on a grill, but, like, all the, the temperatures and all that, all the science that come down to it, that's not my ministry yet. Right. So I'm going to point you in the right direction and get you into the place that you need to go. But when it comes to the inside of the house, Mark is very knowledgeable. Right now?
Let me tell you.
One thing you did.
I'm about to get me a catering plan together. A little meal prep to go.
Little meal preppity prep. Mm-hmm. Little meal preppity prep. $250.
That joke could cook. So,
yeah, it's gonna be good, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, this thing had no salt." No, I didn't measure out no salt in that. Yeah, but it tastes good.
It tastes hella good, real good.
It was a lot of butter. One thing, my favorite saying, butter is a South delicacy, cause more butter.
Put a little butter in there.
More butter.
Put a little butter.
More butter, more better. More better butter, better butter, better butter. But don't do it every day. Moderation.
That's it. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man.
All right. I will see y'all next week. I got to go drop some food off because some people already hit my line. I was like, we got to have a plate because once I post that plate.
Oh, you posted it?
Yeah. they said, we got to have. So I said, let me go ahead and